So, for example, we will buy... I've got to think of a really good example of this now. A decent one is the fact that you buy all... Liquids are all done in litres, but then as soon as you go away from liquids, you tend to go back to pounds and ounces. Especially with food, it goes back to pounds and ounces again. And that sort of arbitrary measurement. We're not talking grams. No. I mean, it's worse with petrol. Heights and weights are another good one as well.
Because we measure ourselves in, feet and inches, but I don't know. It depends who you ask on when it comes to other things like, measuring for a fitting in the house or something. Because some people will use the meters, centimeters, and then others will be like feet and inches, and it's a pain in the butt when you've got to go between.
Wait. Feet and centimeters? What?
Feet and inches, and then meters and centimeters.
No, okay. So, but mixing the two, that makes absolutely no sense.
Yeah, but plenty. I still measure stuff in inches, plenty. Despite the fact that I will, and miles for distance. But then if you're measuring a house, you'll do it in centimeters and meters. But if you're measuring like outside the house in your garden, for example, how big a garden is, you'll do that in acres. Is not.
So I learned a new interesting piece of trivia on why the U.S. is not on the metric system, or at least one piece of the puzzle. Apparently, Thomas Jefferson actually wrote over to France and ordered a copy of the kilogram reference weight, and it was being shipped over when the ship that it was coming over was waylaid by pirates in the Caribbean.
Well,
and they stole the weight and held the diplomat whose possession it was hostage for a ransom, but he died in captivity.
Get right.
And it was only years and many years later that it actually came to the U.S. And by that point you
give it up.
Yeah. Now I'm not saying that's the only reason, but that's certainly the most entertaining reason on why we're not on the metric. Pirates.
Hey, stream. This week we did it halfway through a sentence that makes no sense. You missed the best bit, which was where this conversation began, which was all to do with the fact that when it comes to cars and fuel, you will buy your fuel in litres, but then all of our distances are done in miles, and you even do miles per gallon. But nobody can do the conversion between gallons and litres because it's a stupid conversion. And so you just don't know how efficient your car is. And everyone seems to be fine with this, and no one notices it or says anything about it. Why is there a landing? Someone pointed this out in the comments. I don't remember there being a landing yet, but there is a landing gear on top of the Christmas tree. Why is there a landing gear on top of the Christmas tree?
Wait, there's a Christmas tree?
We put a Christmas tree down last year. Last year.
That got it.
Last year.
Sorry, takes.
That came off of another craft. It stuck onto it. It dropped off of one of the craft we blew up and just stuck onto the top of the tree. And I left it.
Okay, well,
why not?
Well, it beats a star.
We should really be taking decorations down by this point, I feel.
You could launch the tree into deep space.
No, we just keep them sometime around June.
You're supposed to leave the Christmas tree up until at least the end of January, when all the leaves have fallen off of it, all the pin needles have fallen off of it, and it is well and truly ready to torch it, like just a mere look at the flame.
So you can then create yourself like a sap-fueled inferno.
Yes,
because the fur won't have dried out in that time. It'll
inevitably,
just be
by the time that all the needles fell
nastiness.
off, you have quit watering it, so it's like bone dry. By the way, I do not approve of this. Just so you know.
You could get a plastic tree that doesn't do that.
Texfire and Texfire Industries do not approve of leaving your Christmas tree up too late.
Mm-hmm.
It is a fire hazard. Good afternoon. Evening. Welcome, stream.
Good evening, guys. If you are playing Bullshit Bingo, if you are playing along with the Wasted Space Bingo, you have that link. And if someone does have that link, please drop it in chat. Then you will have already managed 2 of your squares, not including the center one, which you get for free, because not only did we stay on the Be Right Back screen for longer, the live screen for longer than I expected, but also you want to see the tree, okay. Everyone's
The
demolished it.
first
There you go.
tangent of the evening has already been successfully done. Did you load the...
It wasn't even that. I already muted myself as well and not realised, so...
Oh, there you go. Did you load
Well,
the...
that's basically a full house by now, isn't it?
Okay, I'm going to get somebody bingo here. Did you load the ladder mod?
No. Did you remind me before the stream started? Or did you wait until after we'd started and then ask me if I'd loaded it?
Maybe.
Which one of the two was it, Mr. Textfire? I think it was the second one. I'm sorry, dude. I mean, when we restart, which we inevitably will do, which this is another amazing thing that needs to be mentioned. Accidentally last week, I forgot to turn on autosave from when I did the. I take a screenshot beforehand, and in that I turn off autosave so that the game doesn't save on me, so that I can just go and take a screenshot and then reload the game and we'll be back where we were. I forgot to turn it back on again. So we went through the entirety of last week's stream.
Why'd you leave it there?
With no saves at all. We didn't save once.
Wedgie, that was my bling. That was my bling.
What? You've lost bling? Oh, right. Ah, I see.
This is why we can't have nice things. Well, okay, I may be
still
stretching the definition of nice thing, but...
Our event is... It looks like the oxygen seal's broken in there, because that's spewing out air, but as far as I can tell, there's no... Oh, there you go. Was the door open?
Door was open.
That would do it as well, yes. Open the door onto space, and you'll certainly do okay. So the plan for today, we don't need more DACA. We've proven last stream that maybe we need more shields, but we've got the DACA we need. There's a private sale, that's not very scary. We got a Virtus assault corvette, which we know are also not that scary. Admittedly, we are using modded guns, which is a little cheaty, but whatever. Just because we can outrange them and do vicious damage, yeah, that's fine.
You know what I saw on Sunday?
What?
A corrupted hive mind ship.
Okay. Yes, because I was going to bring up that
Lucas has been, once again, up to his usual tricks.
A corrupted hive mind ship. So do we have any idea what this thing is?
All I know is that in the comments for the last stream, we had another comment from Lucas, who is one of the guys that maintains the... I believe Lucas is Meridius IV or whatever it is. He's one of the guys that maintains the mod for the random spawning in ships that we've got. And he posted a comment that basically said... like, nice one. You guys defeated some of the hardest cargo encounters we've got. I'm gonna have to get thinking. And I did reply to him and say, yeah, we did so with modded weapons. Like, don't overbalance this for people who don't have modded weapons. But I get the impression that there's probably a few extra bits been added because we've been a little bit too successful in just pirating our way around the place recently.
Indeed. I'm concerned.
So today's plan is basically to defend ourselves while in the process get ourselves built up what we talked about last stream. We're going to build ourselves like a combination salvage and shipyard sort of vehicle in which we can both tear down and help tear down the ships that we're capturing, or hopefully continue to capture, but also use it to build fresh ships for us from blueprints, rather than have to necessarily rebuild everything from scratch every time. Like, for example, using some of your guys' miners and other cool vessels that you sent in.
Making it sound like an episode of Blue Peter now.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. And here's one I made earlier. No. Unfortunately, that's just a bit of Blue Peter that we are not following through on, so should we go and find a place to build this? Where are we at the moment? We're just in the middle of nowhere because we went and attacked some stuff.
Yep. Okay, shall we head back to the donut?
I guess return to the donut and do it there.
We have multiple contexts.
Yeah, I saw. At the moment, they don't seem to be advancing.
Amazonian blockade runner.
Blockade runner, yeah.
Is that going to be filled with, like, women that are 12 feet tall?
I think it might actually be an Asmodan blockade runner, but... no, it is an Amazonian blockade runner. Oh, my word.
It definitely says Amazonian.
Oh, my word. There's
vitreous assault
corvette. I want Snoo Snoo.
Death by Snoo Snoo.
I want Snoo Snoo. We're off. Let's go.
Are we going to do this? Okay.
I was actually just joking around with Futurama references, but we can. I'm intrigued to see what an Amazonian blockade runner is.
Only 9 kilometers away. I'm sure we can have a look.
I'm loaded. Are you loaded, Tex?
Yes, Mr. Wedgehog. Would you like to
Man
man
the
the cannon?
Oh, okay. You want me on the lower deck or upper deck?
I do not care.
I can't find the way to the upper deck.
Then you should probably stay on the lower deck.
I would advise combat bridge then, yes.
Combat bridge it is.
That's a good point. I'm missing any form of sticky back plastic, so we can't really. We need sticky back plastic, washing up liquid bottles, and what else did they really like? Oh, sticks from lollipops. They're very handy. Gamer Galaxy with a 20 Danish krona donation. Guess who's back? Back again. Have a nice stream. That I'm not sure your career as a rapper has set off well. I think we've begun with plagiarism and then moved into something that didn't work. But thank you.
I see.
Onwards to raid the Amazonians. Speaking of which, do you measure boobs in metric or imperial? I'm not aware that there was a definition between the two.
I think it's actually both. You can either measure it in centimeters or you can measure it in, well, cup size, which I'm not sure is measured in inches over here. So 36 is like, and I'm gonna butcher this because of course I don't normally buy bras, but I think 36 is like the measurement right underneath, and then the cup size is how much it extends beyond that measurement.
For someone who doesn't buy bras, you seem to be quite knowledgeable about all this.
I have done extensive investigations over my lifetime.
Large-scale research project was endeavoured on, and results were decent. Wait, what was CTG again? Normally that would mean closed desktop. CTD is crash to desktop. CTG is a closed testing group. It's the only acronym I know for that.
Uh-oh. Okay, but say the
I don't actually
signal went away
see...
momentarily.
Oh no, there it is.
No, it's there. It's just 2.9k out. It's definitely about. I didn't start my music.
It took a while to appear. Right. Shall I let rip?
I see it. Nope, not yet. Not yet.
It's pretty big by the looks of it.
We need to see it before we.
Where's my cam? Getting cams up. Ooh, she does look pretty. She's ribbed. Ribbed for our
gentle. Hang on. Hold the line.
Activating dampers. 12 minutes in and it's already going wrong. Good stuff.
I love that that Stream is amused that I know things about bras. I mean, come on. Anybody who's been married has learned more about bras than they ever want to know.
Than really is pleasant for any one person to know.
Right, try and keep a steady Tex. I've got sight on their Gatling turrets.
But you're not in range, sir.
Well, nope. I'm zoomed in, so I'm thinking I'm in range.
The range is about 1,000.
Oh no, it's about 850.
About 1 kilometer. I think these guns actually.
Oh, are actually a bit longer. Cheaty little git you are, Mr. Texfire. Just every time he needs all the advantages.
I didn't design it.
Right.
And demonetized.
First turret down.
That definitely has to be added as merch to the shop. You guys are getting close.
I'm out of the...
Oh dear. Ooh, she is pretty. Look at that. Oh.
Impact.
That's less pretty. I would like to help, but I'm very scared I might hit you. Please back away if at all possible. Okay. Coming in for support. Bottom turret's down. Still have one on the top. That looked like it stung.
A little bit, yeah.
Take the nose off. Nope. Nose is fine.
Top turret's out.
Should we move around the front, have a look at what kind of armament's around there?
The ROU demonetized. Yeah, we do need to get a ship along that. I think she's down. You can probably chill the turrets out. This looks like this is.
I'm not firing. Is this auto turret now?
They're on automatic.
Yeah.
Here, let's I'm turning off the turrets. You'll have to turn that one manually on, Wedge.
Apparently I've just died. I don't know how, but...
What?
Of course you have. You're Wedgie. Oh, there's an interior turret still active. Sneaky little git. Where are you? Really? Do my lights not reach that far? Seems somewhat unlikely, but okay, game. You posted the link to Bingo on Discord. Cool. That's a good time to shout out the Discord community, guys. Onco, where cool things happen, like Engineer Wars and Life is Feudal with Shaq and upcoming armor stuff and all sorts of other cool things. And Airsoft. Lots of Airsoft, where we link gear and guns and talk all nerdy for a bit. It's good. You can find a link in the description. Yeah, aside from there's an interior turret in there that's definitely active and slightly angry, she does seem somewhat subdued. Shall I try and land and stop said device? I think I'm suitably...
Do you want me to lock on and stop it?
Can do. I'm there and ready if needed. I'm slightly concerned that we might damage the big one.
Okay, I'm going to turn large ships off on that, and then turn the master back on so that we're still protected.
I think I see where the turret is. I think I'm grinding down the block it's mounted on.
From the outside? Sneaky kid. Alright. Bringing her to a halt. Activating hydro.
Wait, there's another one here, but it doesn't seem active. It's definitely working as well. Okay.
Coming down, 8 meters a second, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Not one, 1.
One-ish.
One-ish. It's really struggling with this last little bit for some reason. Come on now, you can do it. You can do it, Boris. You have the muscles. Do it.
Speaking of Boris, does Bob, you have your Bob off?
My Bob is off.
Okay, so is mine.
Right.
So other than like the little missing back portion, where somebody rammed it for some reason that we're not.
Oi! We got an interior turret love coming on.
I do.
Not doing a huge amount, but it's there.
Return.
Have I played a game called 7 Days to Die? No.
It looks like a Bob is on now.
There's clearly a Bob on. Let me just check it's not mine.
No,
my Bobs are on. Sorry, I take that back.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
they're off now. Still looks like something's doing something.
Nope. I'm sorry, not all of them.
Okay, so we both got Bobs on. Huzzah! At least I don't feel like I'm
now they're off.
Too guilty.
Yeah, there are a lot of turrets down the middle of the thing.
Yeah.
It's painful.
Painful?
Yeah.
Mr. Wedge,
I just ate a load of hot lead, so yes.
Yeah, guys, Engineer Wars is a series that myself and Wedge and Tex do, hosted over on Twitch on a Friday night. It's going to be coming back in the new year. Haven't quite decided on a complete return date yet, but it's basically where we take 2 teams of people from Discord, sometimes even 3 teams of people, push Space Engineers to its limits by putting those teams of people through some really random challenge. Like, for example, what have we had? We've had one that was all about
vehicles
cargo...
with no wheels?
We've had vehicles with no wheels. We've had one that was all about cargo retrieval from an asteroid field in a time limit. We've had a number of different like pushing and pulling and lifting challenges. We've had one where we had to launch pumpkins as far as possible. We've had a Robot Wars variant. We've had loads of different sort of challenges each week, something new each time. And then where possible, I record the whole thing from multiple points of view, and then I edit it for YouTube.
Coming about.
Right, I'm declawing this thing as we speak.
Yeah, I think we should really just carry that back somewhere useful and take it apart for parts. I mean, it's a pretty ship, don't get me wrong, but we don't need it.
Nope.
What we do need is all those juicy parts that are equipped to it.
Yep.
We have ourselves a battleship. Tex is flying it right now.
The battleship Texas? What? Texan? What?
Oh, that's a good point, Markham. Someone did point out to me that you can actually use Bob tactically. You can go and tell him what to mess with, and you can actually tell him to only do stuff with turrets.
That's a good point.
Wow.
Controllable gun, it's called.
Let me look at that. Let's see. So I can turn different components off. So like, I can tell it to do auto repair system.
Don't shoot some my co-ops.
Well, at least their turrets have the same bug as ours.
True.
At least we're not going through the same problem. Okay, build repair priority, nice. Oh, grind. Oh God, I just did that
priority?
Yeah, I just did that to the whole build repair priority, one at a time, and then realised that I needed to be doing it to the grind priority. Fucking idiot.
Need to do. I don't see. I see functional block, functional.
It's called controllable gun.
Controllable gun. Okay. So
don't do it with yours. Do it with yours. I think is better because you've got so much on it.
Okay.
Maybe just have it on Bob.
I was actually gonna disable
or just have one for
except for the thrusters and have the thrusters go away because they're gonna fight me.
Saying that, they don't actually power the ship so much as they do fight you a bit. Don't get me wrong, but they don't necessarily actually power the ship. So,
Mr. Hedgehog, are you in a seat?
No, I'm on the blockade runner having a look around.
Right.
I'm getting shot a bit.
Controllable gun. I've got Boris turned on for his for grinding to only stuff that fulfills those criteria, so we'll see whether or not it works. It'd be quite cool if it does.
I will open the hangar door. Oh, no, you don't need it. Here, come on in.
Is it working?
Riding boards.
Do you want me to go and have a look?
Go and find out if our turret clearing technique is actually a functional.
All right.
Maybe I'll come and join you.
I'll stick my head in.
Stick your head in.
I'm not sure it is, because there's still turrets here.
Maybe you need more.
Hey! Yeah, there's still turrets there. Don't go through that hole. Holy fuck.
Janitor grinds enemy blocks was off. Interesting.
Oh, okay. That might be part of it. Yeah. There's a hole in the bottom of the ship. I would advise not going through it.
Right, what happens if you go through it? You die.
There's
horribly.
2 interior turrets either side of the hole pointing at it, almost as if they intended you to go through that. Like, that was supposed to blow open or something. I don't know.
Well,
maybe
I think I've shot one of them up, so you should be a bit safer going in now. But
you say that. My
I
corpse
say a
is
bit.
off.
I never said,
Okay.
Body location heading
you guys
away.
Bob should be helping you now.
Oh my god, you've got to be kidding me. You've got to be kidding me.
What? What's going on?
Okay, the music is infinitely appropriate. I just killed myself on my own backpack.
Did it go Benny?
And in doing so, almost certainly sent said backpack flying off at 100 meters a second to ensure that there's no way I'm catching it either.
Bob will get it.
It's 1.2 kilometers away. Bob is not going to get it.
Right, I got the turret.
Yeah, my body is traveling away at high speed.
Oh well. Not like it was that great of a body anyway. You knew one might be a bit nicer.
Yeah, this clone's clearly much better. Whoa. Hex is quite close to Boris there. Chill.
I think we are clear on the interior turrets. I'm going to do another look around, but given we've blown up half the walkways in the ship, it's kind of hard to do a walk around.
At least chat's having fun.
Right, how the hell do I hack this thing?
You just need to take apart the the cockpit, basically.
Okay.
Or not take apart, but break down and then rebuild.
Yeah, rebuild the cockpit real quick, and then hop in.
Now that's
How long is it going to take you?
There is no cockpit.
G to pay respects.
I think we blew up the cockpit.
G for grenade. That's not how it should work. There should be controllable blocks in there that you can hack and take over.
I think Bob already took him.
Bob's already done it. That's a good point. He does look unowned.
I had him take ship controllable blocks and guns.
Oh, okay.
But leave everything else alone.
Fuck, man. Thank you for the donation, sir. Oh, 20 minutes late. Enjoy some beer fund.
Reggie,
Well, contributions to beer fund,
please?
always welcome. It's like the wasted equivalent of the war fund.
Or you can just fly back on your own. But I'm gonna take this back to the asteroid.
I might be able to fly it back under its own power now, Tex. Yeah, I got it. Disengage if you wish.
I'm just busy looting the corpses that you've left inside. There's also a interior turret that looks very confused about the grand scheme of things.
Apparently we're jumping.
Bye! Okay, so now there's just an interior turret on its own that looks equally as confused, but no longer has a ship around it. Makes it easier to chase, I guess.
Attention, all people. Please obtain a seat. Prepare for jump. Did I do that out of order?
Yeah, you did.
A little bit.
But there was... You almost nailed something that wasn't what you were trying to go for. Ah, it was so close. It's like one of the Half-Life announcers, and I think it's one of the ones from Half-Life 2. But you sound spot on for it.
like the tram.
One of the
voice?
tram yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Oh, where's this? Yeah, why have I not got a stream overlay? What's going on here? Where's my stream overlay gone? Hey, there we go.
I see a red pulsating thing. Should we be worried?
No, that's just the jump drive.
Oh, okay.
So where did you jump to?
Donut.
Okay, so I'll just stay here then, shall I?
You have your ship.
Bastards. Yes, my ship doesn't have a jump drive.
It's 5 kilometers.
Oh.
Wow, talk about lazy.
Why did you jump? I assumed because you jumped that it was
because otherwise you guys were gonna dick around with that ship the entire time. When we need to get back here and get this other ship.
I wasn't dicking around. I was looting Wedgie's corpse, which had been left inside it.
Okay.
You should have been looting
your
corpse. Given
under
how many
attack.
times you died, mate.
I am under attack.
Oh well.
Whoa! Okay. Hello,
Do you
friend.
think you just found one of the new enemies by any chance?
I think we're alright. I think I must have clipped him with a missile, but someone was fucking keen.
Whoa. I just saw that on the screen.
Yeah, I got attempted ram, basically. Big style attempted ram.
This place is a lot more blue than I remember it.
I think I got lucky there. I think somehow it triggered and didn't explode into the ship. It exploded by it. But that, I think, was a kamikaze.
Well, you know.
Oh, thank you, Benberg. Very kind of you. Says, freaking love your show, Wasted. Keep going in SE with new ideas. Well, clearly not just me. I have the kind contributions of chat giving us ideas.
To get that in there.
And those two being filling their usual roles of James May and Richard Hammond. The longer this goes on, the more the roles kind of slot into place, I have to say.
Well,
have you been watching the new season of the Grand Tour?
I have. They're finally getting there a bit, it feels.
Wedgie,
they are, aren't they?
You are dangerous. You are Hammond.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Like, Wedgie is just guaranteed to crash whatever he's driving.
Well, it's a big.
Well, at least they crash spectacularly.
I quite like power.
Quit crashing it.
If I'm honest. And
I'm not crashing it, it's not moving now.
Tex is the sensible one.
Tex is the one who names his spanners.
And yeah, Tex is the sensible one that names his spanners.
They are in order. Thank you very much.
But no, I've got to say, the latest, the Grand Tour stuff is getting better. Especially looking at, for example, that race they did was like what to do at lunch at work. That legitimately looked like crazy fun, and they probably went for it. But
that was some kind of, you know, old school Top Gear thing that we used to do like years ago. And then we kind of ditched it.
I actually haven't watched that yet.
No, okay. There's a couple of new episodes of Grand Tour out that are legitimately starting to get back to what I feel is the old British Top Gear goodness, and I'm well up for that.
I'm digging the trailers I've seen so far. They seem very back in that vein.
I think with the first season of it, they kind of had an open checkbook with Amazon, and they freaked out a bit and tried to do everything that they thought would be good. And
they let Clarkson, Hammond, and May have too much say, especially Clarkson. They let them do what they wanted, and I believe what's changed is that this season, they've actually got a director and a producer on board that are starting to tell them what to do again, like they used to with the BBC. None of this stuff is breaking down. I can't help but notice.
We have a teddy bear in the inventory system for some reason.
We do, yes. I was making those last stream. You missed that. We should paint this stuff pink. There's a huge ship here that just is asking to be painted pink.
I think that because I've got not owned blocks off and neutral blocks off. Now it should be doing it.
The base itself should be doing it anyway, surely. Who is Clarkson? Come on, Michael Rogers. You do not need to. You do not need to overthink that
question. Oh, okay. I thought he was asking who the heck he was in the first place. It's like, what? Whether or not you've watched Top Gear, you should know who that is.
Well, and equally, I don't think there should be too much confusion as to which one of us fulfills that role. I really don't. I think that one's kind of defined for us. And I cannot comment, Jeddah Smith, on whether that is true or not. Let's face it, British TV is amazing. I do feel like we've exported pretty well. There is a large noise of stuff being destroyed, which I very much appreciate. Let's get started, shall we?
Yep.
Oh hell, there's sort of a long leg-like protrusion over here with a rotor on the end of it.
I see that. I don't know why.
That wasn't me. Just going to say that now.
I was about to say, this has all of the trappings of you. Are you sure it wasn't you?
I'm pretty sure it wasn't
This kind of
me,
got Wedgehog written all over it.
No, that's a Wedgehog. I would recognize it anywhere. It may be a Wedgehog that you've totally forgotten
You've forgotten about because it's from
so long
months ago.
Wait, hold on. Where is this thing?
Well, let's see. It's a leg with an arm with conveyor with a rotor. Who else would you think would make that?
Well, where is it? I want to see.
How could you be that blind?
Oh, no, yeah, I probably did do this.
I was going to say, yeah, of course you probably did do this. What are you even trying to... No, we're not buying it, Wedgie. You could paint it pink, I suppose, but I was going to leave part of it, because actually that's not a bad thing to start off our...
Oh, well, then...
Aside from removing the rotor, etc., which we don't need, because we're not doing small shit. The rotor leg was you wasted. Okay, it did go through my mind while I was saying all that. Like, the only other potential here is actually me. I could have potentially
you.
I could potentially have done this, yes. Wasted, that's my ship from last week. Okay, good to know.
Since we're not doing the fighter concept.
Chat has unfortunately not got my back in this particular occasion.
Oh, really? They're totally throwing you under the bus, huh?
I am under the bus hard on this one. They're not.
I'll say
they are not buying it.
You do kind of deserve to be thrown under the bus every now and then. I will say that. So.
I know what it was the starting of. It was going to be the center point of the spinning rotor setup. Remember, we were going to have arms that spun around with Bob on them. And that was going to be the center point.
Yes.
I'm not sure it still qualifies, because I'm just repeatedly thinking, do you really want to spin it around? Is it really worth attaching a large portion of your ship via a single rotor head?
No.
And I don't think it is. I really don't think it is.
So what's the idea for this here contraption that you're fiddling around
I
with?
think we are making basically something that has just an enormous skeletal structure to begin with, but is basically a big mouth.
Right.
You know, a big central tube down the column, that like the spine of the ship is actually just a big open tube area. And in amongst that, we fit our like scrapyard for tearing apart ships. And the ship doesn't have much mass, because in reality it is just this big tube with slim stuff attached around the outside.
I was thinking, what if we had, imagine like a scorpion kind of thing. So at the front there's a couple of landing gear that you fly up to another ship with, and then you latch onto it, and its tail thing is just made out of bobs. Tail doesn't have to move, but
I'm trying to think of... No, I'm not buying it, Wedge. I'm not. I'm trying to think of what there's an example of what I'm thinking of. I can see this ship, and I don't know what it is.
Are you thinking of like one of those huge whales that just sort of vacuum the seabed?
No, I'm not. No, I'm not. I can literally picture a ship that looks like this, and it's got like a little... like it is basically a big tube, slightly stylized, with a little hang-down bit at the bottom, and then it's got a little, almost pod on the side, like very bubbly style pod on one just little area of it, which is actually where it's flown from.
Fair enough. We might be out of bob range. Either that, or it's busy grinding down the pink.
Planet Eater ship from TOS. That might be it. I've got a really clear image of this.
I've got a question for you, gentlemen. Are we moving away from the idea of a fighter ship bay on this ship?
No, I think we can have that. No, it is the Planet Eater I'm thinking of from the original series, from Star Trek. That is exactly the shape I had in my mind.
Oh, yep, I can see that.
Nice one. Good job, Luna. Good job. I love that someone actually managed to get it from my ham-fisted description.
You know what other mod you didn't put in? Oh. You didn't put in the other one we were talking about.
Shh. Always got mod complaints. You hear this text? He's just like...
No.
Didn't they basically start out vanilla?
There's a dark side, his text. Every week he's just like, I've got some mod requests.
He offered to do this.
I've got some mod requests. No, I offered after you said, I've got 3 mods I'd like to have on this week. Come now.
You didn't say no.
I did not necessarily say no. No. What I did is forget.
Which is the same way of saying no, just not actively saying
it's
no.
Indirectly saying no. It's not through hatred, it's through...
Yeah, Alzheimer's.
Yeah, basically. Early onset, apparently. Also, there's a T button in this game that I really recommend you press. Because it really... it just transforms how the game plays as a general thing. Just saying.
So one of the streams one of the videos that I watched was one of these guy named Splitsy.
Oh, Splitsy is doing some great content on Space Engineers. If you guys haven't checked him out, check out Splitsy. He makes some really good stuff. Makes me feel like I should be working harder.
He's really good at what he does. I mean, he does this very deliberate, informative stream that's well researched. Basically, the complete opposite of what we do, which is basically just wing it.
Hashtag win. And to think I used to be so organized, a professional. Ah, the good old days. You aged quickly doing the YouTube thing.
Is that what we're going with?
Yeah, 10 years in the last 2. You know. I'm overdoing this. I'm also going to kill myself on these blocks, aren't I? So blatantly. Why are you welding these ones first?
Because I've got nothing else to do.
Oh, you were welding them. Sorry, I thought it was Bob. I was like, why, Bob? What is possessing you to weld the ones that I've only just recently put down before all of the other ones? No, that explains a lot more. I tell you what you can do, Wedgie. You want to be helpful? Go and load up a Bob-equipped ship, like maybe Boris, with some parts to come and fly him over here to start helping with the build. Because right now, I think Bob's out of range. And busy taking apart 2 massive purple ships that are going to be the foundations we need to put this thing together. Bob does a 75-yard range. Boris has turned out to actually be a good ship. He looks ugly as all sin, but he's been kicking around the whole series and has developed himself a very nice character. So,
and a fan following, to be honest.
And a bit of a following, yeah. Boris has done okay for himself.
I'm flying Boris right now.
Oh God.
It's worth, yeah. So goodbye, Boris. Goodbye.
It was a good run.
It was a good run. You've done well.
Farewell.
If you need it, Wedge, the hydrogen thrusters are off by default, but there is plenty of ice in there, just as I like.
Okay.
I like flying it around on the ions and knowing that at any given moment I can just go, oh, and by the way, I've got loads more thrust than I thought.
Okay.
You know what I mean? It's nice to have that surprise rather than the other way around. Keep some brakes in reserve. Survival lesson number 1. Just even if it means you turn off some of your front thrusters, it means that you also.
No, I think that's a wise, hard-fought lesson.
Fools you into thinking that you've got less forward braking thrust than you have for that one moment where finally you really, really need it. Just really need it.
So, is it starting to do anything? Do we know? Or?
Did you load it up first is the real question, because it's probably not got very much in it. I would have unloaded it for the journey it's just done. So.
No, it's got lots in it. It's got thousands of steel plates.
It's only got a 25-meter range, it's worth noting. So
even closer then is what you're saying?
Possibly, yeah.
Alright.
I'm trusting you here, Wedge.
Well, that's your first mistake.
I was hoping it wasn't going to be this time. I was hoping we were...
I'm doing my best,
We were in co-op mode and everything was going to be good.
You know, working together towards a common goal.
What's that?
It's not entropy related.
Is that like where you score an own goal?
No.
Is that not the same thing?
No, it doesn't. I don't think that is.
It's the only common goal I can think of.
My mode.
Yeah, if you're not close enough now, then yeah, probably something is wrong. I will give you that.
I'm proud of myself that I actually knew what an own goal was.
Oh, nice one. Yeah.
The very British term.
Can you come and have a look at this? See what's going on with it? Because it should be working.
No, I was finding similar performance, to be honest, Wedge. If you're finding that it's not working when you think it should be, I wouldn't be surprised to find that actually it's not working when you think it should be.
Is it not on? I mean, maybe it's on.
I was having difficulty with getting it to actually, like, load anything and do anything on the last location as well, for whatever reason.
Right, well, let's try turning it off and on again.
Yeah, PC hardware man
decided
solution.
That the one thing that this ship needs is more Bob.
I was going to add the Bob in afterwards. Oh, you just mean yours?
Yep.
Okay, it's saying...
Yours needed more shields as well.
Yep.
If you remember when we got into that encounter last stream, it did get cut up more than we would honestly like.
The other one, what we just did was a ram, which didn't really
and you were fine, so yeah, go figure.
Well, apparently it is missing some stuff. Well, actually no, it isn't, but it's saying to build, but not building because it's... I don't know. I'm just gonna go away now. I don't know what I'm meant to be doing. I could just load myself up on stuff and try and do it manually with a better welder, but...
Good if you want, but it seems like Bob on Boris is just not cooperating for whatever reason.
Yeah.
Should be alright. Is it going to be big enough? Maybe not.
Oh, and that reminds me, I've just gone through an airlock. I've got a bone to pick with you from about a month ago.
What?
Yes.
Apparently...
No, it never happened. I have no idea what you're talking about. I think you're probably making it up as you go along.
Funny, isn't it, how, you know, you seem to know what I'm going to say before I say it?
Yeah, but it didn't happen, so it's fine.
Is that what we're going with?
Yeah.
Okay.
This wasn't actually a thing. He's just making it up, so... Yeah. Ignore Wedgie at the moment. He's having one of his moments.
So this is one of your fake news moments, okay. That's what we're going with. Dick.
So what is this? What are we on about here? I'm afraid I missed the memo on this.
Sorry, what? On about? You're not joining the making it up train, are you?
No, apparently not. Since I actually genuinely have no idea. I can make guesses, but I have no idea what you're talking about, to be honest.
Well, maybe the bearer of fake news can fill you in, but I certainly won't be.
Oh.
Do you remember a few weeks back when we were on the lunar base and the airlock stopped working?
Mm-hmm.
Well, apparently that was him breaking it on me on purpose, just to troll me.
Okay.
That's not too far-fetched, is it?
Not beyond belief.
Well, you say not beyond belief. I mean, unfortunately, it didn't happen, so...
Yeah, I'm not saying it happened. I'm just saying it's not beyond belief.
Okay. As long as you maintain your partisan approach, we'll be fine.
Partisan? No. I'm completely neutral.
Okay, if you say so. Sounds like you're on my side, to be honest. And I wouldn't argue with you. You're on the right side, the winning side.
I'm just saying, in the lack of confirmation one way or the other, how could I even know?
Well, you know, chat was saying that there was some malicious fuckery going on. I mean, chat are always happy to point out malicious fuckery,
and
you know,
always
regardless of, you know, who is responsible. I mean, I'm pretty sure chat threw me under the bus.
They're definitely good at throwing people under the bus. There's no doubt about that.
They know the schedule like off by heart, basically.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure
timetables are set with chat. They know when the bus is coming by.
I just heard an explosion.
That's probably fine. I'm running out of oxygen, so I'm going to deal with that first. Shut your face, Wedgie. Just always
shut
giving
my
the
face.
hatred.
Hatred's natural. I thought hatred was natural for all of us when we're together.
Well, you say that. What about Munchkin?
What about Munchkin?
What about Munchkin?
Well,
I suppose we'll just let Mac win.
I did give you hatred.
What's wrong with you?
I'd rather have seen Mac win than you win.
But what happened is you just let him win, and you didn't even try and win. So you're just rolling over.
Well, I knew that as soon as I'd get close to winning, I'd be just pummeled from all sides. So I thought, you know what? Let's be Kingmaker rather than the king.
Kingmaker? You weren't Kingmaker. They all Kingmaked. Like, all of you Kingmaker. You were all like, oh, well, Macor.
Yeah, but I was the one that did it first. They jumped on the gravy train when it started going. I was the one in the fucking locomotive firing that thing up.
This is what I'm saying
know where I'm going with
how,
this,
like, actually, this is not Wedgie, really. Just as, like, even when it comes to the point where he's like, we're talking about helping someone, he has to argue about whether or not he helped them the most. It's just like, so why on earth did you help him at all? That's not how it should work.
Well, I think I decided, I was going to help him, given that, What was it? I helped you out, and immediately afterwards you threw me under the bus because you're a dick.
Yeah, there is that.
Yeah.
But that's Munchkin.
That is Munchkin. And what was I doing the previous game? I was taking every opportunity I could to throw everyone else under the bus.
Yeah, and we screwed you over for it.
I thought, you know what, I'd be mellow for this one. But no.
You weren't mellow.
I was relatively mellow.
Just...
By my standards, I was mellow.
For those chat not in on the know, we played a few rounds of Munchkin and other board games over the Christmas and New Year, and those not following along at home, yes, indeed. Over Christmas and New Year, over on the Twitch channel, which I think is still up as VODs at this point. But yeah, it was quite fun, but slightly salty.
So business as usual.
We managed to play Salty Pictionary even somehow, which is always impressive. Bob's now doing something all of a sudden. I don't know why he's woken up now when he wasn't before, but he's most definitely woken up now when he wasn't before.
So if it comes time to reload, we can reload that that particular mod. That would be awesome.
I feel like this is more Tex reminding himself than anything else.
This is so I can say I told you so.
If you say it out loud.
You didn't remind me, did you? Well,
yes, I did, but it was an hour ago. And I'll be like, yeah, but that was an hour ago, so... Could one of you guys measure that, the monstrosity we just captured and see what width it is for me?
You want to see the girth of it?
I want to see how girthy it is. Indeed, I want to make sure that because that looks like a pretty girthy ship. I want to make sure it fits in the jaws.
Hmm.
26.
Oh, and
25,
then
26.
Suddenly he has the idea for how to make the... God damn it. Why did I not think of this earlier?
Because you're a space cadet?
Yeah. Shut up, you can't inherit terms from Macmore. That's not how it works.
16, 17.
I think it's fair given I helped him win.
Still not how it works. That's Maccor's.
I don't care. I'm taking it.
Only Maccor has permission to call me a space cadet and get away with it.
Has he trademarked that term?
No, only he has permission to get away with it. So. On the basis that he's been saying it long enough that
that it's true.
That it's kind of forgiven because he's seen the most derpy of derpy waste in space over the years. Okay, we need to find some materials, and I'm fucking lost because there's just ships everywhere at the moment. It's cool, we've got plenty of materials, but there is just turn around and like, okay, somewhere in amongst this graveyard of ships is the place I need to build things. Okay, so I'm gonna demo quickly. I don't know if I want to actually think about converting this or sticking it on the front, but I want to demo quickly what I was talking about. Whack that down there. Where's my rotor?
Out of interest, is it possible to build... Oh, we don't have the conveyor hinges, do we? I was thinking, given that Bob's not working, we should just have a big chain of conveyor hinges with a little welding ship in the end from the base. And we just used that as, like... well, an umbilical cord or something that welds. I don't know where I'm going with this. And how.
I don't either.
So yeah, if the time comes for a restart, I'm going to request conveyor hinges.
Nope.
What do you mean, no?
I mean, nope.
How many mods have I requested for this series compared
all of them.
to, you know, Tex?
Conveyor hinges is really... playing personified, to be honest.
Well, yeah, that was before, you know, they supposedly got rid of Clang. I mean, I've been doing some crazy stuff.
Really? Is that where we're going with?
I say supposedly
they have gotten rid of Clang.
I said supposedly gotten rid of Clang, and yes, Clang is still here, but he's nowhere near as potent as he once was. When you install mods that, you know, increase a rotor's top speed from 60 RPM to 6,000 RPM and can actually do things with that.
That's what we'll be doing next week, Wedgie.
Wait, what?
That's what we're doing next week, because Tex is away.
What? Crazy rotors, okay.
You and me are going to do that crazy rotor stream that you
okay.
said you wanted to do.
Speaking of examples.
Could double this up on rotors if I wanted, but I'm thinking now if you...
Oh, so, you know, I'm the Clang Lord, but someone's talking about doubling up on rotors? What the fuck is this?
Not like that. That's not what I mean.
Step back from it a minute, and
yeah, what's wrong with this?
I want you to see if you can see what I see.
Come on, Bob. Nope,
yeah.
No, not that one.
Okay, chat. Just to fill you guys in if you're getting a bit freaked out by the fact that this might look a bit like a swastika, guess what? Before the Nazis claimed the swastika, it was actually a far more reasonable symbol, and there's even a movement for reclaiming the swastika back for its original intentions. So
that is true.
Yeah, exactly. I'm just saying, like, yes, there is a shape there. So what? And if you really want to go down that lines, there is a shape there that if I wanted to argue, I could just go, hey.
Is this a theme? Because this last stream we had stream getting derailed because one of the ore patches looked a little bit like a swastika.
Now you've got a built one.
Is this a thing now?
No, it's not a thing now. It is. Shush, fools. Get over stupid norms like that. Don't obey. I mean, it's almost like marketing. It's almost like, for a while, Coca-Cola managed to actually achieve the most ridiculous of things, which is where I heard people say, "Oh, it isn't Christmas yet because we haven't seen the Coca-Cola advert."
Mm-hmm.
And you're just like, "Oh, fuck my life! No, please don't do that." You are literally falling into the machine there. Well done. You have just justified all of the money they spend. And this can't help but feel like exactly the same scenario. Are you not just pandering to exactly the intentions?
Yeah, I am, because I know it winds you up.
God, let's be self-righteous for a bit. Preacher people. It's always fun.
I will say, right, when I was travelling in Japan, and they've changed it now, which is kind of a shame, but like wherever there was a temple on a map, it was marked with a little swastika. But now they've swapped it over to a pagoda because it'd scare the foreigners.
Because people are like, sorry, what is this? I'm not going to any of these places. These things don't seem good at all.
Right. So you've built this kind of like curved mouth thing. What are you doing on the other side? Copying it? Or?
Hang on. I'm testing something first, Mr. Wedgie, and then we will do something about copying. Minus 0.5, I guess. Something sensible. We're going to need a power on this. Power at the moment. Even if it's only temporary power that we remove later. Although there's something nice about building batteries into the structure.
I suppose.
It's going to be very skeletal and very second line, so in theory it shouldn't matter too much, you know?
I don't know about you, but that rotor, it seems to be having a bit of a fit.
It's fine on my end. The sim speed might not be, but I mean, you know. Let's not worry about that.
Okay.
That doesn't suggest that something's massively wrong with it at all.
It just means that we're using a lot of grinding right now.
Swastika aside, what am I actually building? What I'm trying to achieve here... Thank you for someone returning the point back to the actual point. What I'm trying to do is I'm thinking, like, if I was to try and take apart a... This doesn't actually make any sense now I think about it from this angle, but what I was trying to do was basically make the... If you imagine a spinny sort of drill head, but with bobs instead, with their limited range, and instead of having it be like a confined space, a confined set area, it starts off flat and slowly closes the arms around whatever it is it's removing. And then technically it could be capable of removing any size ship. But then there's also this argument, so, okay, Wasted, in which case, why don't you just build it with a flat front end with the bobs spread out? How is this any better than that? You could just sort of approach a ship like a tunnel boring machine and remove it from that respect.
Did you just talk yourself out of your entire plan?
You might have done, yeah.
Yeah, I did.
Okay.
That is exactly what I did. I have called into question not only the new idea, but also the original idea.
Well, here's a thought. Well, this is a large ship thing. Isn't the range on the large ship bobs like 75 meters?
Yes, so we should probably be using the width of this thing to make most use of that, yes.
Because I was going to say this thing is a bit tiny and it's not really going to add much more to the range of the bobs. Okay,
we have something on comms on distance. It does seem to be heading away at the moment, called the Hammer Sled 2. Which I kind of want to find out what it is.
It's Boris's long-lost cousin.
So yeah, I have legitimately just persuaded myself out of my own idea. I mean, the idea was to open these arms up so that... I mean, I'll demonstrate what I was thinking, but at this point I've also deemed it completely pointless. So, yeah, this is generally... No, I haven't finished the batteries, so I can't even demonstrate. Okay, imagine these things opening up like an octopus of wind.
Okay, you have me with Octopus of Wind, just on general principle.
There would have been 8 arms as well if I'd added the final ones on. It would have been a full off. We could still do it just for lols.
You'd have had another one sort of in the middle of it, offset at 45 degrees, or...
No. I would have also populated these spots.
Oh.
Don't kill yourself trying to fly around. I would have also populated those spots. So we could have some arms that folded outwards to 90 degrees from where they currently stand, to be flat against the design of the ship. And act as like a big drill head that slowly closes around the target, like said octopus. Goes and pulls it into its big mouth in the middle, except there is no big mouth in the middle. Probably doesn't make a noise like that either, but
probably
you get the idea.
I've actually never heard an octopus, so I'm not going to say that it doesn't.
You're not going to say it doesn't make a noise,
to be
like
honest.
That,
no, I'm not.
It's not even a noise I'm sure I can repeat.
Nor should we.
Nor should.
So we're chopping your swastika up now then?
Yes. Goodbye to the swastika for the time being, I think.
Okay.
While we do like the Hindus, I think we will still remove this.
We'll just keep it friendly. Oh, okay. Why? Hey. Why you get open like that?
So yeah, we could potentially make this mouth 150 blocks wide.
Oh, that'll end well, I'm sure.
And tall. Well, as I'm saying, keep the structure very skeletal. But make it massive. And we got 1, 2, 3, 4. Well then.
What if we just made a few little leech ships instead? I say little, but they'd be large and they'd just, like, say, clamp onto different parts of it and then dissolve it.
Oh, no. They're 75 meters, not 75 blocks. So actually, with each block being 2.5 meters, this is less ridiculous than it sounds.
Well, I'm okay with ridiculous, to be honest.
I'm okay with fairly ridiculous. Don't get me wrong. I'm just saying.
I regularly embrace
fairly ridiculous, but this thing it looks like he's trying to build a ring to go around the asteroid, almost, because it's those kind of dimensions.
Ooh, can we put mining beams on that?
Did that land well?
Yes. So
we just need someone to add a few mods, is all, perhaps.
Like the one he was going to add?
So in reality, we can only make this 25
comments.
meters. 25 blocks, sorry. So a lot of this extra stuff I've added is unnecessary.
Well, you could make it bigger than that if you want to
Stud it.
the bobs on pistons.
No. No, we do not want to mount the bobs on pistons, Hedgehog.
You were building a great big spinny thing a minute ago. Pistons, like a single bob on a single piston, is relatively conservative compared to that. I mean, what was it? A central rotor hub with 8 other rotors mounted to it. All
Guess
with
what? Shush
tentacles.
your face. It's fine, Wedgie. Don't even worry about it. It's not happening anymore. That's why I abandoned it. It was a silly idea. I was just intrigued by a certain concept.
Well, I mean, I think everything should have a central design theme like that. It makes for interesting design.
Okay, so if we also take the slope into account, we need to remove a few more blocks. There.
We're not going to use the nanite control factory because we pretty much already have that functionality with the build and repair mod.
Yeah, Bob basically does that already.
Bob
I
basically
think
does
Bob
it
is
without being
better
quite
than-
so cheaty because, frankly, the nanite control mod can go a little overboard. You can it almost plays the game for you at some point.
Not that Bob isn't slightly guilty of the same thing, but
Well,
in a more contained
it is
fashion
and
that
it
we're
isn't.
okay with.
I mean, it is, but at the same time, it doesn't do everything for you. It just grinds for you or welds for you. So it
That's
doesn't do
all
anything that you couldn't do on your own. Whereas the nanite starts eroding into OP territory for me, at least for me. Before the build and repair, I was all about the nanite mod, and now I'm kind of like,
Bob and Tim together.
Changing
are the best.
allegiances with Textfire.
well, not necessarily change. I like it, but I like the build and repair seems. It's available during early on builds, but it's not as powerful as the 9. So it's balanced. I like that.
Well, it's not as powerful unless you decide to scale up with it big time.
Corrupted, I'm trying to include the fact that we've got a bunch of extra blocks in the curve on the side as well. As Keradeth is just saying, it's like, that's why I can't have that middle section as long as it should be, is because we've got to take into account this curve to the sides as well. Yeah, I don't know why build and repair is called Bob. It is, but yeah.
I mean, it's not. The mod is not called Bob.
But we've just been calling it Bob for a while.
I've been calling it Bob because I can't even remember where we started. I think it was on one of Shaq streams, to be honest, and it was just a case of, what do we call this inanimate object that's the third member of the cast? Well, let's just call it Bob. You know, something well thought out like that. Maybe it's just because Bob is like a recurring theme in most of his work.
Yeah. Shit, that is the wrong spot.
Verde Square, isn't that the name of Daft Punk song? There's SPRT Verdis Quo 8.5 kilometers away, above us.
Yeah, I think that's been kicking around for a while.
Okay.
You had some interesting.
Oh, don't panic then.
Not holes, non-holes in your cultural thing there, Wedge.
There we go again, slagging off my lack of knowledge.
No,
At least
no,
I'm not old.
I just thought it was interesting.
That is all I have going for me at the moment. I'm just not as old.
Oh, well. The last refuge of the man impugned. Throw old age reference into it.
I almost killed myself with a block I placed. That would have been a new one. Don't think I've done that yet. Oh, this thing's going to be awesome. Big fucking mouth. It'll be great.
Right.
Yeah, gonna be good. Okay, so we're probably going to want to put another one of those rings in at some point. The pink bit on the other sides, because I'm going to extend the diameter to be the same all round, Wedge, so it's even.
Okay.
Might as well, basically.
I suppose. Right.
What are we all building? We're building a thing.
We're building a giant mouth,
We're building
basically.
a monstrosity.
They're building a thing. I'm actually rebuilding a thing. I'm recovering some of the design deficiencies that have shown up in the good intentions. For instance, the prow is now made out of heavy armor.
But
for
that's
better
not
ramming.
a problem. That seems to turn out just fine.
Added another shield generator and added a lot more bobs and set it up for the automated mining beam.
Hmm.
Goodbye, blocks. I'm going to depopt. That's why I'm just building the sort of outside skeleton. I think the idea is that we leave a lot of the ship off and we only build more than a framework where we want to put more than a framework, if you know what I mean. So where we want our crew quarters or where we want the bridge or anything like that. That sort of idea, Dusk and Day, and we're going for a pretty monstrous ship. It's not going to be a carrier, it's a salvage vessel. A salvage and building vessel. A large portion of the interior of the ship is going to be basically empty. But yeah, it's got that sort of vibe. The basking snark. Certainly needs to be a basking something, I feel.
Well, I'm hoping that... yeah, Snark's not bad.
Snark's not bad.
Not bad at all.
It certainly fits with our idiom.
And
maybe sometime we need to have a stream and we'll just call it Snark Wars.
Almost a Thundercats reference as well.
Snark, 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 snark. Okay, the landing gear tree topper is a little ridiculous. I'm going to admit it.
You done with that then?
Well, it's in the way of the third-person view.
That is a little annoying, I suppose. I mean, you know, you could have had the distraction removed.
Okay. Coming a bit together. Sort of, and sort of not. Yes, that's right. I am only putting one rib on here, and that is because I intend for this to be only the middle. Ha ha.
We've got a bit of pink stuff floating away, so...
What's new?
I know. I'll go and retrieve it with Boris.
Flying Boris twice in one stream. I think this might be a recipe for disaster. It survived the first time. I don't believe it's going to survive the second. Oh, come on! Just trying to rotate blocks when you're ever so like at that 45-degree angle to them is basically impossible. Can you bring Boris back and go and park him near to some of the other bits that he's building? Oh, he's busy trying to get him to grind apart the pink shit first. Aim at the ring of fire.
That's not awful.
Jesus, how big is that going to be? Very big, Pork Ember, but very skeletal. Like, don't imagine it all being filled out with like actual ship structure. We're thinking something that's very much a cage to begin with, and then it sort of grows from there. Bits added on. Where are you off to with that?
Well, where do you want it?
I don't know. I guess take it back near the other ships and it might grind down.
Okay.
It's suddenly starting to grind down now. Yeah, it's falling apart underneath you all of a sudden. There you go. Bob's woken up.
He's overslept. By like, what, an hour and 20 minutes?
A few more bits behind you.
Oh well, it'll do.
Right.
Close enough.
Right. Oh, I see what he's doing. Tex, you cheeky little git.
What?
Tex has now remembered or noticed or is using the fact that I turned those thrusters on.
Oh yeah.
Oh shit, I'm still dying in there. Problems. Now the game is running like shit. Run away, help! Oh, I'm so fucked. 36, 30, 23.
What are you, a numbers station all of a sudden?
We're okay. We're okay here. We're all okay here. Nothing to see, nothing to worry about. We're all fine.
Right, so I've got Boris latched onto the big Amazonian. Now what?
I don't know why you latched onto that.
Well, I don't know. You told me to go and put it by something pink so it could grind it down.
No, I didn't. I said go and put it by one of the bits of the new ship that need building. It's not at all what I said. Don't you go off for fuck's sake. That's not what I said. You're making it up. Not even close. 20% HP to spare. Yeah, indeed. We're fine. Don't even know what you guys' problem is. Right, I am going to...
So Boris flown for the third time in an evening.
See, now you're just...
Well, I'm actually going to get in and be right back for just 1 second, because I can hear the kitties crying for food. I forgot to feed them before we started. I'm a bad man.
I am tempted to take you for a joyride right now.
Tex knows the deal, though.
Oh, yeah.
If the kitties do not get the food at their allotted times, then kitties are not happy. And they let that know.
Oh, yeah. Serious catsternation.
This thing would probably be better as a Zamboni or something.
Zamboni, huh?
Well, for welding, yeah. Stick a bunch of welders on the bottom of Boris and just sort of drag them along the chassis. Quicker than Bob.
Okay. I'm by that.
Bloody animals! You go out into the go out into the corridor, and they're just facing off against each other because they've got nothing better to do than get in each other's way. If you guys haven't met my felines, then just watch an airsoft video. They're both outside cats, but it doesn't stop the fact that they're both more than happy to just appear the second you get outside. Yeah, hello, I am Kitty. Or come inside whenever it's appropriate food time. Okay, we need to make some progress on this monstrosity, and yes, that is requiring a large amount of block placing. Is that the right length?
24 blocks, yeah.
You've got to make the right length on that. Okay, good. You noticed that, by the way.
What?
You didn't then. Roger.
What, that it's 24 blocks wide? Yeah, I noticed that. I'm not a total potato, don't worry.
Dunno. You got that starchy look to you. Whatever the fuck that means.
Whatever that means. I mean, what the heck?
And all those eyes, yeah.
Okay.
Starchy and with lots of eyes. Now you guys know what Wedgehog looks like IRL.
Yeah. Pretty much. That is me in a nutshell.
Slag. Also, hey, wasted and uncooperative crew. Hey, Poke. Thanks for the donation there, sir. Oh, I completely missed like the biggest donation from Michael Christensen. Hello, are you three, and a happy new year. Looking forward to follow you all make chaos through the universe. Well, we are always capable of making chaos, although whether that's through universe or just locally, primarily to ourselves. Tonight's been fairly cooperative.
So far.
Staying fairly together.
The night is young.
The night, yeah, it's true.
That can change.
Thank you, Michael. To be honest, the night's going okay, just on the basis that for like the 3-4 hours before the stream started, I was suffering from like major toothache and thought my head was going to collapse in on itself. And so far, no resurgence of that.
Hooray.
Which is worthy of a hooray. It's definitely one of those ones where I finally, like, the painkillers kicked in. You're like, wow, does it feel nice to just not have large amounts of pain the whole time. I was in a lot more pain than I thought I was. It's like, this feels remarkably freeing. What the hell?
I might have modified Boris a bit.
Oh, what?
Look at the back.
What have you done? Wedgie,
Hmm?
why does Boris have a rake?
There's a rake of welders. Faster than Bob. So, you know,
You are so gonna break this.
I'm being careful. It'll be fine. I promise you. Not really.
No, you don't. You're a liar. A bounder and a cad.
Oh, okay. I pulled a wasted.
What's that mean?
I rammed myself into my own ship and
Oh,
killed
right.
myself.
Good job.
I didn't know it was running out of oxygen or what. There were many options.
Nope, that was the one. I did not, however, pull a text fire, which is immediately managing to run yourself into your own ship.
All right, fair play.
because-
Wedge, that's actually not bad. I'll give you that. Custom tool for the job. Yeah, okay. I'll give you that one. Apparently we've missed some blocks in amongst all of this, but...
There are a couple on the other side that, well, I might need to patch up unless Bob's got them. Nope, he hasn't.
No, fair enough. That worked. I'm out of steel blocks. I'll be back in a sec. This new technique is emptying the inventory quite quickly.
You'll have to put an ion thruster back on and the connector to reset him, but
No, I won't.
I'm not doing it. I'm the one that helped. Well, maybe I will, but I don't know.
You do not modify Boris without also putting Boris back.
That seems fair.
I suppose.
Thou shalt
12
not
rows
modify someone else's ship without asking. Or at least
Tell you
putting
what, I'll do it on the other side, so it'll be easier to get round when it curves back to the others. So.
Okay. What do you think about the modest modifications? Oh, I do like those thrusters. Those really are nice. I think do the rest, to be honest.
This is like the most cooperative survival there's ever been.
I know, right?
What's going on here? Let's go and rename the stream. Give me a moment. We've advanced. We've moved beyond the early days, and we are now moving into like road laying levels of correct equipment for the job. One man laying down the tarmac, the next welding it up behind him. He's catching up with me as well. I can't lay blocks quick enough. Though he looks like he's missing the other side here a bit. Yeah, this very much has me in mind of like some of that tarmac laying equipment, you know? Some vehicle going down in front with a... Okay, in this case it's a fairly manual vehicle, but some vehicle going down in front with some sort of specialised shit designed to lay down the actual flat surface, and then a vehicle following along behind that's putting down the tarmac, and then another one behind that that's heating it up, and then another one that's coming back and flattening it over, and all that sort of rubbish. Yeah, it's good. Space Engineer still has its moments. Albeit few and far between. You seeing this text?
No.
No. Okay. Okay, speaking of Space Engineers having its moments, Here is one.
I'm in full texture mode.
Oh, I thought that was you right there.
He's greebling. He's greebling. Leave him to it.
As one wag in the comments said once, which is probably fairly appropriate, fairly spot on, is that if I'm doing it, it's not greebling, it's texturing.
That's good and terrible at the same time. I don't know how to feel.
I'm gonna embrace it.
Wasted. Step back a minute. This was bound to have happened at some point.
Uh-oh. What'd you do?
When you said 24, did you mean a number other than 24?
No, I'm pretty sure it was 24.
This was pretty inevitable, but still. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. This side is 24 long. You lie, Wedgehog. I made it the correct...
I didn't build this side.
No, but that means that you told me 24. That's the side I built to your parameters. Therefore, it's you that's wrong and the other sides are wrong. The other sides are longer than that.
When did he say 24? Because when you asked how wide the ship was, I heard it. He said 26.
Well, hold on.
That one is 24 as well. Okay.
So
the original one was longer than that.
It's gone wrong here. I think. Yeah, it's where it's the 45 degrees blocks.
Yes, it's not any of the links. They are all 24. It's just on that one, there's not enough of them. On 2 of them, there's not enough of them. Yeah, I see.
So how do we want to deal with this then?
A lot of pink.
Could we not slice a bit off, move it up, fix it, and then merge block it back on?
Wedgehog, do you know how quickly we just welded all this stuff up?
I know, but it's going to take longer to pink because there's no grinders.
Still, you can put grinders on.
Alright.
You could replace it out. I'm just saying, like, no, we're not merge blocking it and trying to maneuver it around and so on. This sounds just like a recipe for everything going horribly wrong. Just pink it like a monster.
I just got killed by the welders.
You got killed by your own
welders. Fried by them, yeah.
Wedgie fried by his own welders. R.I.P.
That was quite a brilliant way to go, I'll say that.
No, well, that's points for style.
Yeah.
Not any points for style, but it feels like an appropriate one for Wedgie. He's even grinding himself.
At least this was a constructive way to die.
You could name it Totally Tubular, Potty Mouth, Hanger Danger, or Amish Pride.
Amish Pride.
I don't get the last one, but Totally Tubular, I do quite like. Just because I feel like it was something Bill and Ted might say. All hell, Bill and Ted.
Totally, dude.
It was going so well and cooperatively, and then, yes. We couldn't build it into the aesthetic because it was not going to line up, so I don't think building not lining up into the aesthetic is a great idea. But it was pretty inevitable, I think, yeah.
Sooner or later something would have happened.
Yeah. It just...
So I can't help but think
I'm slightly glad that I didn't...
Oh, what?
What? He told me, he gave me a list of 3 drones, and he said to me that one of these...
Are we about to get shot by our own turret?
No, hacker... Yeah, we need to get out there immediately and find this thing.
What? What?
Like, really need
What
to get out
He's
there now and find this
2.99
thing.
kilometers away. Right.
Where's Boris?
Get into
Yeah.
Boris. Boris is up here.
Just take
Get
him,
in.
grinders and all. No, you don't need me.
Okay, so am I going to go mess it up?
Boris is not designed for 2 people. You just need 1 person with those forward cannons and go fuck him up.
Okay.
How does it feel to be exposed now? What are you talking about? Oh, I
Has it turned off
wonder.
life support?
I bet you he's turned off our shields. Because if I was Lucas, then what I'd be doing in his position would be trying to nullify some of the advantages we get from mods.
Where is he at?
900 meters
Wedge,
out.
you're on him. You can hit him now.
I don't see him. Okay.
You need to actually hit him. Turn the turrets on. There you go. You've got him. Don't crash into him, please. Again,
I'm a scary man.
no, let's not disable those noisy machines for you. Let's die in a pile of rubble. Right, turret off. Turret off, you're good.
Right, hang on.
Let Bob on him, and I'm going to go and check out what the fuck he's done to our base.
He's shooting back.
Is your ship all under your control, Wedge? Tex?
Yep.
Okay. Check the base.
Shields are on.
The base looks okay. Wonder what he was up to. Maybe he ended up trying to hack one of the wrong ships because we've got some wrecks of...
Oh no, he turned off my shields.
That's what I'm saying. The exposed now. I knew that was going to be clever, Lucas. Clever. I love it though. I like it.
That was pretty
I mean,
good.
to be fair, I did also call it because I was like, well, okay, that's going to be like if I was doing that, that's what I'd be trying to do. Kill the advantage we're getting from mods. But at the same time, it means that hacker drone is far less scary to someone who's not using mods. Which is perfect. You know, that's clever thinking from a mod author to make something that's still going to retain some balance, but also therefore give some challenge.
How did he do that from that range? That's what I want to know.
Antennas.
Did he get in close?
Yeah, it's got a laser antenna on it.
Wait, so it can hack my ship with an antenna? There's a hacking mod that does that?
I guess now there is.
That seems remarkably cheaty.
No, I love it. Well, perhaps not the hack long range laser antenna stuff, but I love the whole Lucas's thinking here.
Oh, I do, but it should be a. We've only hacked ships when we've gotten into close range of them, or like gone in contact.
Well, fair enough.
So apparently we have to counteract that ability now.
I also very much enjoy the fact that for both this and for EFM, we actively had like the mod author around and like trying to influence the experience in a way that's both times been very positive, if you know what I mean.
Oh yeah.
Like both times it's been done in a way that was very like sensible from a gameplay perspective, not like it would be very easy, I think, for people to try and use this as a troll opportunity. If you know.
Well, that's what I'd do if I was the mod author.
Yeah, but that's why I'm glad you're not. Empyrean's a good game. Thoughts on Empyrean? Over the time we've been playing it.
Your sound just went really strange.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's just on my side.
Hello?
I think maybe he just tried to mute us so he could talk to the stream.
Hello?
Hello, caller.
Hello, I'm calling about the article of something funny.
Are you talking through your headset by any chance right now?
Hello, I'm calling about the fact
you
that my microphone
sneaky
is on my
guy.
head.
Lucas, you sneaky bugger.
Hello. Hello.
Hello?
You know what he did? He also turned off Bob.
I'm sorry, caller, we're switching to the other line. Hello.
Hi. Can you hear us?
Yes, this line is much clearer, thank you.
That will explain why
You know what Lucas also did? He also turned off pop.
Oh, you little git. That's beautiful. That is truly wonderful. Because it just literally only fucks with mod users. That's great. $23. It did. We were talking in. Was it on Discord? Oh, I can't remember where we were talking about this the other night, but we were talking in general about the fact that it has dawned on me of late, thanks to people pointing it out, that basically my preferred game type is one that's not fair. But that seems to be the linking criteria between games I play, is just generally the game needs to in some way do something to you that is totally not cool, man.
Oh, you could say that about Domina, Stalker.
That's what I'm saying, it just fits.
Yeah.
Same with the new ones, they are billions, same deal. Just kind of a game of, well, expect to lose, friend. I play a huge amount of Dark Souls. I haven't really done a huge amount on... Dark Souls is not the game for videos or streams, really, in my opinion. It's too much focus on, or you need to. Yes, I do know that Empyrean has a solar panel now. I do. I think we might even put some on the DeLorean. Because we're building a space DeLorean in Empyrean. Because what else would you do? No, the problem with DeLorean... the problem with DeLoreans is manyfold. The problem with Empyrean is that...
Right.
You enjoyed that, did you? Apparently.
I did. I don't know.
We don't often get to use manyfold. I feel that's a good term.
It is.
No, the problem with Empyrean is it lacks so many of the things that, for me, makes designing in Space Engineers fun. Like conveyors. Like conveyors, just as a concept, as a whole thing. In Empyrean, you just like manually lugging shit from box to box. And that's what you're doing. And you've got a relatively small number of functional blocks that really matter. If you think that you don't have to put too much on the Space Engineer ship to make it balanced, if you don't include mods, and you look down the list and you think, oh, well, there's not that much you actually need to put down to make it work. You just got the oxygen, you've got refinery, you've got assembler, you've got some storage for the oxygen, you've got power, you've got thrusters, you've got gyros, you've got cockpit, you might want some programmable blocks, you might want some timer blocks. And then you actually compare that with Empyrean and you think, oh, actually, that's a fair bit of stuff to inspire a design. And Empyrean just doesn't have that. It just doesn't have the same detail of design that's meant that whenever I've been playing Empyrean, which we've done a lot of on stream with Tex and Wedge and Mac, and Wedge has kind of given up because it's not his game and it's for exactly these reasons, to be honest. Especially as it also doesn't have pistons or rotors or anything like that. But as far as an actual like storyline experience and as far as an actual game is concerned, I mean, it held me for a long while as a just game. Killing natives, building ships and all that sort of crap. It just doesn't feel the same space Lego sort of bracket as Space Engineers does, but Space Engineers is exactly that. It's space Legos and no one sent you the instructions. It's that bit, that and some of the blocks are missing from the box. Actually, I think that's not a bad.
That's not a bad
amalgam for Space Engineers.
That's not a bad. That's not a bad analogy there.
It's Space Engineer. It's Space Lego, but you're missing a few blocks, and it's sort of trying to be Lego Technic, but it's like a Chinese
Lego Technic that breaks in half.
It's like a Chinese knockoff of Lego Technic, where all the parts are a bit cheapy.
And to take the example one step further, instead of suing the pants out of anybody that tries to make a block that looks like a Lego, they've said, no, you can make blocks that look like our blocks, that work with our blocks and connect with our blocks. We may change our blocks every now and then and completely wreck your blocks, make them not work, but That's what makes it interesting. Did I just compliment Keen?
Leggy, I demand access to Boris.
Hold on, you need to stick a connector somewhere on the rear bar, and you can have. Oh,
no,
you want to fly him?
I need to fly Boris, but you can stick a connector on the rear bar if you want. But I see a more intrinsic and present problem. Although I now can't find it. Where the fuck has it gone? Yeah, there was a red blockade run at like 1.82 kilometers from us, but it's disappeared. Can you see it outside of the ship?
No.
There was one of the Asmodean, not Asmodean,
Amazonian.
Amazonian.
For some reason, I've
Another one.
got Asmodan stuck in my head, but that's because Asmodan is a. Hang on. Wedgie, jump in. I'm gonna want your eyes for this, I think.
Right.
You see what I see? Dead ahead.
Stalker drone, 10 kilometers.
Do you want to come, Tex?
Yes.
We have an interesting target here, and I want to jump on it before it disappears because I suspect it will.
Okay.
Methinks this is one of our new friends.
Hmm.
No, Lucas. You shall not play fair. Yes, Travis, indeed. Speaking of a little bit of cheeky-breeky, I bought myself an AK for Airsoft today. I bought myself an AK-74 SU, no less. With folding stock and real wood foregrip and the whole lot. It's going to be amazing. I cannot wait.
AK-74?
Yes, which means it's a slightly more modern variant of the AK post-World War II variant that was designed to chamber 5.5. It's not 5.56. But it's a 5mm. I can't remember the right caliber. It might even be 5.56, but I swear it's not. Look, I know you're
out there, Wedgehog. Fuck.
Look at this.
That's kind of scary.
Are you coming, Tex?
Yeah.
All right.
I just have to seal the hole in my ship real quick.
Oh, for fuck's sake!
I don't think
just
we've
waiting
got
for
time.
waiting for Tex to seal holes in his ship. What happened to combat readiness?
I'm there. I'm ready. Let's do it.
All right, let's go. There's a stalker drone that's literally calling us out.
Oh, corrupt.stalker drone?
Hmm.
That said in chat, I can see you hiding there, wasted space / Wedgehog, individually to each one of us. So yeah, I bought myself an AK-74 SU, very sexy. 5.65.
I think it's 5.56 by 39. I think is what.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
It's not the same.
It's not the same as the NATO caliber.
As the US cartridge, but
yeah,
the NATO caliber, but it's close.
And so very, very nice. I'm going to do some videos on it, and it's a nice, cheap gun as well. So if it turns out well and does well, it's as cheap as the one from our starting Airsoft series. So it'd be a nice alternative. Or you could get an AK. These are the same prices. However, I have stumbled into one of the immediate problems apparently with the AK platform, which is if you want to actually get, because I'm trying to build a stalker-like kind of loadout, make it look proper stalker style. But unfortunately, if you want like an authentic looking Russian style scope that properly mounts onto one of the AK platforms, basically you're buying a real one or you're not getting anything at all. And buying a real one means buying a second-hand one that's managed to make its way out of Russia because they have a strict export ban on any of their weapons equipment, or buying a clone from one of the very expensive manufacturers like Real Sword, for example, who make the Chinese variants of the AK. But it just looks into it like this is literally £300 for the scope to go on a gun that costs less than half that. Oh dear. And it needs to be correct. This thing's, it says stalker drone. Can you guys see the outline of it?
No.
To me, I've got a camera on and I'm zoomed in, but to me, that is... you sneaky shithead. Do you know what I think I'm seeing on the front? No, I'm not. I'm seeing iron thrusters. I thought on the front of that thing, what I was looking at...
It won't be long now.
...was batteries, Mark 1 batteries. He'd actually, like, put them on...
It's a large ship, though.
The problem is now, what I'm doing is giving him ideas. Because if you were to put... Like, you could put modded weapons on these things, and they wouldn't spawn with them if the mod wasn't active. But if the mod was active...
It's got a turret.
Oh, it's got multiple turrets. It's got multiple turrets, and they seem to have a longer range than normal. Although saying that, text fire is engaged. He's closer than I am by a long distance. I was staying back. Oh, Wedge, Tex, your shields are almost down. Yep, and he is speedy. Alright, I'm coming in for a rear attack, see if I can take out some turrets. Coming into range now. He is fast to respond.
He might be using a gravity drive.
Okay, I'm turning on my hydrogen now. He's very fast to respond. Get me the fuck out of here. That is a man who is ready for a bit of combat. Right, I'm out of range.
Okay.
Oh, I'm not gonna come out of this well. No way. Oh, shields are still up. Get me out of here! Get me out of here!
We're right next to it, 200 meters.
I know. Should have had the turrets on. Alright, we've come out with shields intact, so we're okay. Just about. Oh, they're getting hammered still. Come on, get me out of range!
Right, we should be clear. 800, 900.
There's an angry drone. It's time to end this little game. No ending of this little game.
Closing in.
Oh shit, it's coming for us now. It's coming for us. That's not acceptable.
It wouldn't be nice if there was actually a antenna on...
Boris, shoot! Fire! Camera is down.
Cockpit.
Wrong music epidemic, you're right. There we go. That'll do. Okay, Boris is not looking great. The stuff is intact but needs repairs.
Come on back and cover.
I've just been killed and it's caused me to crash. You're a man down.
I'm trying to text, but my hydrogen's out and I've got a massive weight of grinders full of steel plate hanging off the back of the fucking ship for some reason. Don't know why. What's attacking me now?
He's back on the phone by the sounds of things.
I may have rammed him. It seems to have actually been a fairly valid technique. No. Leave me alone.
Famous last words.
Yeah, again, my ship's focused with parts. Been converted out of combat mode. I'm just up with died. Very heavy. So no longer has the parts the areas, apparently.
And you're not talking to me either. You're quiet.
Oh, for fuck's
You're on
sake.
a different input. Yep, there you go. Well, that took a little bite.
That's not on the bingo
My
card
projector's
either.
down too.
Yeah, my projector's running, but I'm so loaded up with the... I mean, I'm not complaining at Wedge for this, because he was doing good work, but I'm so loaded up with parts in Bob that this thing is just a lump at the moment. I've burnt all of my hydrogen. in that combat, and yeah, I've got just thousands and thousands of thruster components on it.
Wait. Where did that come from? Who's
What?
shooting? Something's shooting.
There's something close and approaching by the looks of things.
Approaching where?
Sneaky sucker. I don't know.
Look, okay, now it appears to be a cloud of debris, but...
Okay, I'm putting on the brakes.
I think the Stalker drone is kind
And the
of
other drone.
deaded.
Dead again.
There is a torpedo corvette looking in our direction, however.
Yep, and that might have been what head my way.
Right, I am heading back to base to unload all of this crap and ditch this stupid welder arrangement.
Oh, wow, that was an interesting lag hit.
Grinder arrangement. Either way, like, while this was very useful and very cooperative, Boris was our most effective combat ship so far.
What are you talking about?
We have a destroyer?
I'm talking about the fact that your ship has not been around for very long. So in comparison, he cannot come up against Boris because Boris has been in existence for a long time now.
Do we want to go and have a look at the Stalker drone, see what's left, or are we
I am going to put a projector back on this sucker before I do anything else.
Okay.
I don't know where you are, Wedge. I assume you're on Tex's ship and not mine.
I'm on Tex's
No, I
ship,
wouldn't worry about going and looking at the Stalker drone at the moment. It seems like we have other problems. Bigger problems.
Yep. Like, the front of my ship is off.
Like my face is missing. Well, good to know.
That is a bit of a problem.
But yes, I've had enough of dragging some sort of plow behind me. So I feel like removing it. If I just drop parts out, will Bob pick them up? He should.
Should, theoretically.
Depends how lively he's feeling.
Yeah, and whether or not he's dead. And which Bob will pick them up? Will it be mine?
Oh, by the way, we're out of ice. Because the last load of ice didn't ever get back here.
No, it didn't. No. I can't imagine why it didn't get back here. Did you see the end of your miner, by the way, Wedge?
The end of my miner.
Yeah, your miner's long gone.
Oh, I know.
But I'm saying, did you see its end? Did you see how it died?
I can't remember how it died.
You weren't around, it was last stream.
I don't even remember building a miner, to be honest. It was that long ago.
It was last stream. And yes, it died a slightly inglorious end, I guess.
Now, here's the case where I should have taken a blueprint before we flew off to fight Lucas's new drone. But did I know?
Oh no. Vortex.
Because somebody was like, Tex, are you coming? And I'm
well,
like,
we did need
hang on
you
a
for
second.
that. Like, there was no question that we did need to deal with the Stalker drone. He was clearly about to fuck our day up. But
well, he fucked our day up.
And he did fuck our day up. I'm just saying, I appreciate why you might be frustrated by the fact that you also didn't have a... what do we call this? This is the donut, isn't it? Does the donut doesn't have the naming script on it, so it's not
Hey, Wedge, am I
named.
lined up with the projection on the front?
Let me see. Looks to be pretty well lined up, yeah, I think.
Okay. So,
might be about to get an extra bit of nose or something, but, you know.
No, I mean, if it's lined up, that's all I need to know.
Let me see once more. Might need to nudge it. Does it need nudging down a bit? Oh, that's on weld only, isn't it, at the moment? Right, nudge forward. And again. Okay, back a bit.
Okay.
Okay,
How about turn off show only buildable off?
This base is completely...
Just make sure it lines up on the guns. Is that it?
I think, yeah, that's it.
That's it. Okay.
So yeah, our base here on this asteroid is completely and utterly full to the gills as far as cargo is concerned. There is no space in here whatsoever. It is now, but yeah.
Okay, I think he's got it now. And then as soon as he's done with this, I'll make another blueprint and then do the updated one. Okay, was the stalker drone down?
The stalker drone seems to be disabled. Yeah, it's not talking anymore,
Okay.
and it's not doing
I
anything.
want a piece of him.
Hold on a minute, Tex. Let me come back.
Tex, what a piece of this shit! You little fuckhead, come and spoil our day, spoil my day. I'm gonna come and give you hell.
Look, he'd be really disappointed if we didn't come check out his creation, wouldn't he?
Pose.
Come on, how are these not connected up to the cargo system?
Are you in, Wedge?
I'm
Oh, they're in
approaching.
the cockpit. Okay.
Hold on. I'm coming in. I'm coming into your docking boat.
Okay, I'm
I
holding
should be.
holding steady. I'm holding steady.
This doesn't sound dodgy at all.
Right, I'm in.
Hashtag demonetized.
That was a skillful rendezvous, that, I think.
If you say so yourself. I think so. I'll give you credit on that one. Unknown
Okay.
signal. No, I'm not paying attention to you.
It's still firing.
Is it?
Stalker drone is still firing.
Yeah, I'm not sure it's
not
like
firing.
that. I was about to say that. I'm not sure it's like disabled to the point where it's incapable of fighting back. I just think it's disabled to the point where it's no longer chasing us.
Okay, well.
Slows down a bit, Tex. Right, try and tilt the nose.
I missed him. Are you in control of the turret?
I'm in control of the turret, yeah.
Okay.
I don't see it.
He's right ahead of us.
Roger that.
Suddenly, Boris is going to be so light. It's going to be amazing.
I don't know if we're getting any hits on it. I'm fine. Oh. Keep us steady. Got the turret, got the turret, got the turret.
Okay.
What else is shooting at us? Unless that's you.
I don't know. That's our turrets.
Okay.
Apparently our turrets are hitting our own shields.
I've
Why
died
not?
again. I've just jumped out of my seat and died. What the hell? Selected medical room is
Yay.
not available.
Wedgie Death Simulator. Best kind of simulator.
What do you mean medical rooms not available?
I think. Well, have you got 2 medical rooms on this ship?
And it's on. And shared with the faction.
Right. Let's have a mosey on outside, see what the deal is.
Boris has a lot of stuff in his cockpit.
Hey, can you queue up some more gun or missiles for me, please?
What, back at base? What are you
Yep.
after, sir?
200 millimeter missile pods.
200 millimeters. Very large.
Yeah. This thing is toasted now, but it's
No, we
Let's do a bit
are
of-
out of uranium and platinum.
do a bit of a post-mortem on it.
So unfortunately, I cannot, Mr. Texwell. As much as I would like to be helpful. Not this time.
Okay, fine. Let's see how you are.
What? What?
Hey?
You're the nice guy. You can't do that. It's not my fault we don't have the resources.
I'm also trying to rendezvous with Lucas's thing here, so I may be a little distracted.
Okay, it's it's built, I think,
Got him.
almost entirely out of light armor.
I want to look at this sucker. Okay, so he's
I guess that's why it
a
was
large
so
ship
speedy.
version. Yeah, this is the result of us going, well, just shooting at small ships. He just made a large ship.
I think they may have always been there. I think they just a bit more common than they were. It's just like a large ship version of one of his drones, isn't it? It's kind of cool.
Yeah. Come on, Bob, take it apart.
The drone shuts off the med. Did the drone shut off the med bay?
No, don't think so.
No, back on the main station.
I don't know.
Someone's saying something about that in chat.
Possibly.
I don't know if Lucas has suddenly appeared, but no, the med bay's on here.
No, he turned off our
Ton of our shields, which
shields
I approve of.
and build and repair.
Yeah, it's just like disable mods. Go.
It's like you and your cheaty mods, I will disable them.
Pretty much, Farrell. Yeah. Set a timer that just turns all your blocks back on again every.
Yeah,
10
I was
seconds.
just thinking that have a
Hey,
an
Wedgie.
auto restart thing.
But we might have to. Can you hop in a seat and we'll go back to the
Sure
asteroid?
thing. He's very sneaky as Lucas tonight with.
Hell, I wonder how long he's been sitting on that one. I don't know.
As I was saying, last
needs more data.
Ready to go, Tex.
let me go and find this. On the last stream, he left a comment, and I need to read this out because I think it explains everything, and it might also give us some hints. It was a fairly important comment, but yeah. I can't help but also notice that my most recent comment as I went through my dashboard in order to find this video was, why does it look like you pissed yourself? So I'll have to go and find out what that's all about when I go and look back.
Oh, hey, how come you bought this?
Yeah. Here we go. You two managed to take out a few of the harder cargo ship encounters during this stream. Well done! Seems like it's time to kick things up a notch. I've got some new drones in the works, including teleporting drone, Klang-on command drone, remote hacking drone. Only one of the above is a fake idea. I'll let you worry about which one that might be. So, we've seen the remote hacking drone, which means remaining we have a teleporting drone or a Klang-on command drone. Which one of these is real? Because one of them is, there's a hive ship.
What?
Where it says corrupt hive ship.
Oh shit. We're not getting a break.
You know where earlier on in the stream everyone was like, yeah, I hope you guys see a hive ship. That thing was fucking enormous. There's a hive ship.
11.35 kilometers from the...
Going for ammo and ice.
Well, I need ammo.
Get
And
back
ice.
to base ASAP. We have issues, ladies and gentlemen. Issues. I've also got 2% oxygen, 1% oxygen. Let's not worry about that.
I'm gonna go out on a limb and say we need another warship.
In fact, let's worry about oxygen first. Yeah, I've been thinking that I might need to. I mean, while Boris is amazing, he is a lump. He's not an agile warship, and I feel like I could make an agile warship that is perhaps not as well armed as Boris is, but I feel like Boris is perhaps a little over-armed, almost. The number of those batteries he has. There is no more ice in the base.
I know. We were out.
Yes, that means I'm stuck here holding F in order to prolong my life. And otherwise I just die. So,
Okay.
Hey guys, how's it going?
Yeah, hi. Let's go get some ice.
It's alright, I can take off my helmet and there is breathable air. It won't refill my suit, but it means I can sit at 100. But yes, this is a problem because we have an incoming hive ship
Okay.
And no ice.
and no ice whatsoever, as far as I can tell. No. And the oxygen
Corrupt
bottles.
manufacturing horsefly drones.
No. Yeah.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying. It's like we really need to. Is there not ice on our current asteroid? I've got my helmet off. Have I got anything important on me? Base, have some ammo. Goodbye, cruel world. No, in fact, I'm going to do it myself. Goodbye, cruel world.
Oh,
I'm not going to
okay.
wait to sacrifice.
I'm waiting to go to the. Trying to go to get some ice, and what happens? Ah! I get killed by my own ship.
Oh shit!
Because I
Wait,
spawn
so-
with dampers off.
Yeah, of course you do.
Like a.
You want me to stop the ship then?
No.
I'm on board it.
It's
Well,
fine.
then go ahead. I don't care. Go ahead.
Okay. Problems.
Never mind. I'm
We
on.
must deal with problems.
I'm good.
There you go.
Go. Is there ice on this
Oh no, I'm dead.
biatch?
Ah,
Where's the ice? At?
SE. What the heck?
There's no ice on this biatch. I know there's no ice on this biatch. You know this already. Wasted. All right. We need to deal with this stupid ship then. Boris, how are you looking? Armed. Repaired. Okay, we're looking all right. What is it?
What was that sound?
Something just exploded back at the main base.
What main base? The one on Earth, or?
No, Sky Donut.
Oh, okay. I didn't hear an explosion.
Where are you guys at?
We're 6.8 kilometers away. We need to get back, Tex.
This is not good.
I mean, if we go back, we die with no oxygen. If we don't go back, we die with no oxygen.
Make it back and respawn. I'm going after the mothership.
Say what?
All of a sudden, the oxygen farms are looking better, I have to admit, Morty.
We don't have any oxygen on either station or the ship, right?
Correct. I'm saying unload your cargo and kill yourselves to get oxygen. It's got to that point, Texfire. I'm sorry.
Okay, well, I've got oxygen, but I'm right here with ice. So, do we want to go fight the hive ship, or do we want to get ice and survive?
We probably want to
Mine
fight
some
the hive
ice,
ship.
but the hive ship is currently attacking the base. In that it's manufacturing drones that are already on the base.
I don't have any weapons.
I know, I understand. Like, get ice then. I will try my best to hold off the horsefly drones that this thing is fucking sitting there and manufacturing. You grab some ice and I'll meet you back at the base.
Oh, okay. He also blew a hole through my stupid bridge, flying bridge. Actually, wait. We have ice in the stupid thing. Why is it not recharging?
Okay, so you have ice. It's okay.
Is it turned off?
No, it's not turned off.
Has it rebuilt my cameras? Surely it has. A camera. It's a rearward facing camera. That's not helpful. It has not built my cameras. My projector was not on.
Use like a turret's camera to zoom in on it.
I guess that might be a sensible choice, actually, yeah.
Hey, Wedge. Can you confirm that we have ammo in one of the main battle turrets?
I've killed myself and gone back to...
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah.
We have a problem.
What?
We have a really big problem.
What's the problem?
Alright. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's the number of turrets on this side of the ship. 10.
This is the enemy ship, right?
Yeah.
Right,
yeah,
okay.
Yeah. This is
I've
the,
got
this,
an-
the,
I've
this
got
is
an
the
idea.
corrupt hive ship.
I've got an idea.
I'm going to work as best I can and assume that, or play it like not Duck Roll. It's not Duck Roll. It's Lucas. Play it like Lucas. It's the
we
same
can't
fucking
actually-
shit.
You can't actually blame Duckroll for this one.
No, not this time. But I'm going to play it like he's got standard ranges on his turrets and see if I can't pick off a few of the enemies. So far, that looks believable. Oh, you little git! Do you know what range it's set to?
What?
850. Do you know what range Boris's guns are?
800.
850.
Oh god.
Standard turret range being 800. He has legitimately increased this thing's range by exactly the amount of range that Boris's turrets have. Not Boris's turrets, Boris's main guns.
Don't worry, Wasted. I'm coming in to help you.
With what?
With one of the wrecks we captured earlier.
No, this is a bad plan. This is a very bad plan. Oh no, no, this is a terrible plan. This is a very bad plan. Perhaps the worst of plans. Oh my word. It's happening.
It was the best of plans. It was the worst of plans.
Yes, it was a very bad plan. It has not worked. Good luck, Wedgie. It still has basically all of its... I should be shooting. I should be doing things at this point.
You should be doing things.
I should be doing things. I'm sorry. I was watching. I don't have a fucking camera on the front of the ship anymore, so I was watching. You're miles away. It was the worst of plans. It was the best of plans.
As plans go, it was pretty good.
It was a cold winter's day. One of the above.
It was something.
Oh, God. It's all going wrong. Drive, ship, drive. You guys are going way fast.
I had my dampeners on. I could have gotten in and started grinding it out from the inside.
Oh, my God. The volume of firepower is scary. It's also looking like it's pointing in my direction. Run away!
Boris does not stand a chance.
Boris, the help! 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 All of the help! Who is shooting? I don't know, Tex. That's concerning as well. Coming back to base.
Because my shields are not doing well. I'm trying to figure out why. Okay,
well,
I'm gonna grab ice and uranium because we are almost out of. Well, I'm gonna add uranium at least.
I'm gonna hope that Wedgie did some sort of crippling damage to that ship to the point where it may not return and follow us, because that's a problem.
It's getting further away. 9 kilometers. 9.14 kilometers.
Okay, so what I'm thinking here is we have suddenly developed a need to populate Tex's fighter bay.
Yep.
Like beyond building a salvage ship. Our salvage plans can go on in future streams, and we can try and build up that ship and try and work on it as we go, but right now it looks to me like our firepower suddenly got not quite good enough. Because Boris didn't stand a fucking chance against that. Boris wasn't going to beat that.
It is going away though.
It is. I think your impact was enough to disable it to the point where it's travelling away from us at least. We are safe from this one, but we don't always have like a spare Hulk to just slam into it.
But
maybe this is a new resource we've discovered, and having spare Hulks is an important factor we need to take into account. I am, for some reason, heading back to main base, the original base. Why am I doing that?
Earth base.
Yeah.
So you're flying into the planet's atmosphere.
into the planet's atmosphere, yes. I was slightly freaked out by our encounter, if I'm truly honest. Let me Oh.
Are you in the gravity well with no hydrogen?
No. Oh, no, my damper's off. Okay, we're all right. My thrusters weren't working. I was like, oh shit. I've run out of hydrogen, but yeah, I'm all right still. As long as I keep slowing down at this point, we'll be fine.
Okay, it's going to be some modification time for this thing too.
I think it might be time for not... I don't believe a dreadnought is the way to go against a ship like that, especially not with multiple of us, because there's no value to be had by multiple people piloting one ship, really. The turrets are equally as good as we are.
Well, that's
for
what
the
I'm
most
saying.
part.
Have automated turrets.
Automated turrets and personal battleships is what I'm really thinking is the way to go. Small personal battleships, you pocket battleships, everyone has one. Also, anybody who happens to deliver like Last Jedi spoilers in chat, let's be very clear here. I haven't seen it yet, and if you do so, that is a straight up permaban from the channel. So that will be a straight up goodbye. I will channel Shaq on that. No problem.
Good news. That thing, the hive, has disappeared. It's out of range for now. But how long until another one shows up? Yeah.
Time to pursue work on some more violent vessels. I think I might focus on the idea of producing a torpedo boat.
I want something that gets in close and hacks it to bits.
Okay.
With a big bar.
I want to use the torpedo mod. Tex, what do you got in mind? I suppose you've kind of already got one, but...
I'm going to put large guns on this thing, automated AI turrets, and use it as a mobile gunship platform.
Yeah, Tex is going to be the heavy backup, the heavy support.
Like maybe additional AA guns, so that it's basically the anti-AA, anti-fighter craft, anti-drone ship, while you guys are hacking apart the other thing.
Okay, let's extend what I was saying also to the point where if like fake spoilers are just as bad as real spoilers.
Yeah,
just
don't be dicks, guys. Just
don't be that guy.
Just don't. As you guys all know, we have a massively tolerant and massively wonderful community to the point where my YouTube chat does not look like anybody else's YouTube chat. I'm willing to say that. I think that might actually be true. We've got some great guys that watch this channel. Do not spoil it.
That's just not. I mean, yeah. No.
Oxygen farms on the base, I think, is a good idea.
Yeah. I think that, should be first order of business now.
First order, second order. Unfortunately, retire Boris.
Is Boris fucked now, or?
No, just not really up to the task of what's being expected of him anymore. He is too multi-purpose, too multi-role. We're already under fire again.
Jack of all trades and master of none. Then.
Yeah, he needs to be. He's got. Yeah, but that did sound like we were under fire again. As soon as I connected. Any sight? Any idea what the fuck is going on?
No, I'm actually quite scared right now.
What has he got this time? Is it the teleport one or is it the Clango insta-death jib in your face one? Which one is it? God's sake. Or was it just a Space Engineer's sound bug because I connected up? Because that's when it happened. You never even know.
Right.
Oh, Boris, why don't you have lights?
I could use some help over here if you guys aren't.
What's happening?
I am getting the good intentions, for lack of a better mining method, straight in the middle of this hollow asteroid, and I'm just going to mine the shit out of all this stuff we need. Let Bob pick it up. Because we don't have, you know, a mining beam or something.
Do we not need to put like an oxygen farm on the base or something?
I've actually got like 6,000 ice on this thing, so all we need to do is put some.
We're under fire. We are under fire.
The second I hook up, we're under fire. For fuck's sake.
Where's it coming from? It's down. There's a drone.
I see him. Hitting him will be another matter, because I don't have a camera on the front anymore, so I can't see dead on. You there?
Chasing him down.
Killed yourself, did you?
No.
Oh fuck.
I'm still on him.
Did you go behind the asteroid?
Yeah. Do you see where I am?
No, I've gone out of range. You've only got a 500 meter range. Where's this shit gone?
I'm grinding the battery on it. I'm standing on him. You mine now, sucker?
Congratulations, Wedger. I have no idea where you are.
You have got the tiger by the tail. Congrats.
I'm chopping its guts out as we speak.
Don't let him go. Okay, now.
Gorgonoth! Wasted. I've missed the start because YouTube decided not to tell me you were on. I'm gonna go back and watch from the start. Best of luck to you and Tex. Maybe Wedge, if he's cooperating. He's been mostly cooperative this evening. But thank you,
Very
Gorgonoth.
cooperative. There's no need for undue wedge shade. I think he's been very helpful. I mean, he did steal your ship and add like a tail to it, but...
Yeah.
The tail was helpful while we were working with that.
For a brief period, it was good, and then for another period, it was not so good.
I will say, tail or not, it was still full of that stuff. I didn't put the stuff in him.
Oh yeah, I'm sure it had been taking apart and building stuff for ages.
Come here.
Let's line you up. Lots of stuff going on this evening, but not much progress.
Kamikaze drone, 400 meters. Uh-oh.
Where? 400 meters from you?
From me, yep.
Yeah, I'm not near you.
No.
I cannot help, Mr. Texfire.
No.
Quick.
Away from my ship.
Quick,
Don't
find the Tex.
quit blowing holes in my ship.
Here he is. Tex. In man's mortal struggle versus the drone. Tex versus drone. It's got a certain ring to it. Drone's angry. He's looking for Tex. He's trying his best. Doesn't seem particularly well armed. Just warhead
Drone's
equipped. And the drone is down. Round one. Tex fire!
Okay.
Right.
I'm coming back to you guys.
I'm coming back as well.
I have ice.
I have killed that drone.
Okay, what should I be doing? I should be building a ship of battle. model this on modern day electric cars by giving it a spine of batteries.
All right, Elon.
O2 farms?
Yeah, we probably should do that first. Roger. Roger! Fucking Killjoy. Always the text fire with his sense. Sense. All the time.
James May. All I gotta say.
Got the Hugo Boss, he's got a bit of Dior. Traveling sense salesman. It's a text fire legend. Oh, that was about as poor as you would expect. We have no sensible place to put these oxygen farms. The sun is on the other side of the asteroid.
Are you guys grinding this thing down, or are you just...
Fine. Ooh, a good connection point.
I just heard an explosion. Dex, you're getting shot, I think. Oh wait, no, that's your Boris. Not Boris, Bob. I don't know. I just saw something come streaking towards Tex's ship. It's like, really? Again?
I think what you can probably pick up from this is that Wedgehog is in panic mode right now.
No, we're a little gun shy.
You weren't there, man. You don't know. That's about where we're sitting.
We were in the shit.
Okay, so I need to run a new tube up by those things.
Nope.
Yeah, we're definitely under fire. No, apparently we're under text fire. That's a different thing entirely.
Text fire is different.
I'm getting shot. I've just been blown up. There's something coming. There is something coming from the building site.
Run! Run for the fight. Don't kill yourself on the ship, Wedgie. Battle stations. Shit, bits of Boris are missing. Right, bits of Boris are currently already missing. Little gits.
I think Lucas wants us to go back to Earth, basically.
Or back to the moon.
Lucas, where are you hiding your bollocks now? I will find you. Aha. Not aha. Okay. Yeah, Boris is damaged. He's missing his oxygen generator. By the looks of things, I think that's what was in there. Yeah, oxygen generator vertically. Definitely under fire, however. Where are you shooting from, you little shithead? Can't see him. Guys, if you got a bead, let me know. And give me a waypoint. Like some sort of...
I saw him. He was firing from the direction of where the big planet eater thing was being built.
Yeah, that's the sort of area I'm in. I'm not seeing anything aside from me, like.
And the wreckage.
No, he's definitely shooting at the planet eater currently.
I can see him. I can see him.
All right, leave me on, Wedge. Whoa, he's shooting at me now. All right, leave me on. Oh, I got you. I got you. You are in trouble, friend.
Oh, yeah, you got him and you got me, I think.
Boris, he no worry about civilian casualty.
How we doing?
Most important in Russia is take down target. Also must have world's worst Russian accent. Yes. I'm still getting shot. All right. There's another thing out here.
Yep, there is.
No. The other thing out here is our own turrets. Saying that, I could have sworn I just saw 2 missiles fly past, but that could have been... I found the build and repair system at times throws you off, because you see the little projectile like motes from that, and they look so much like someone shooting at you, and they're just not. Yeah, I think
I think it's dead, mate.
I think it's dead. It's in 2 halves, so that's normally a good sign. One of the known tests for are you living is like how many pieces are you currently in? Is it 2? In which case, probably not alive.
There is something that this thing is hating.
Can you see which turret it is that's shooting, or?
Wedgie,
are you bringing back a ship or something?
Let's get the oxygen gen down. No, there was a ship, but it is dealt with.
Okay, well, it's still blinking red occasionally.
Yeah, I think, is that a turret thing, or is that
That's a turret thing.
Yeah, just seems to be a common thing going down. I do like to just randomly decide that things are in a mirror. Okay, oxygen generator's up and running. With a bit of luck, we do actually have a bit of ice on us. No, we don't. Wedgie? When the time comes and it's all ground down, please fly Boris back for me. I'm going to go for the lifeblood in the form of air. Feels kind of appropriate. I don't want to die today.
Why don't you grab some ice off the ship?
Is there no ice inside?
I don't know, but there's ice in the ship.
There's no ice inside. Okay. Let me out, Dormod. Ah. The turrets are definitely keen. That looks like ice to me. Ice, I can't actually get that because I'm carrying too much. God damn it. Let me carry the ice. Or is it not hooked up to the... Yeah, I can't access the oxygen generator from the cargo container, from the cargo tube at the back, by the way, Tex. I'll try one of the other ones. In fact, maybe I'll just come inside before I die. Help! How do you get into this thing? Help me!
There's like 3 doors.
No, not enough
Just
doors.
pick one of
Why
them.
is there not one in front of me right now? None of these
there's
doors.
a hole I just opened up. Come through the top. Come here.
Help!
Come here. Come here. Come here.
Help!
Come here. Go through there.
Through the hole. Oh, best hole. Right, okay, I'm in.
It is.
Blessed not air. Ah, look at me. Still dying.
Go to the...
Somewhere there is a door open.
Yeah, no, I know the door's open, but there's the med center right there.
Ah, everything's fine. There's no oxygen in here either. I'm just still dying.
In the med center?
Yeah.
Well, then pull a bottle out of the container.
Yeah,
There's
the problem is I need to hold F now, otherwise I die.
You're killing me here.
Right. Bringing Boris back in.
2 HP.
Okay, where are you at?
No, it's fine. I'm okay now. 2 HP was what I ended up on when I moved from healing myself from the med bay over to the box that I could actually access oxygen bottle from. Everything's fine.
Is the med center not supplying oxygen?
The med center's not. No, it's not. For some reason.
Why?
I don't know. But that's what I was trying to let you know.
Should be
Basically,
plumbed.
is
Okay.
for some reason
Okay.
that should be plumbed, as should outside. But
It
something's
should
a
be,
bit
but it's not. Okay.
broken in the thing. I wasn't being weird. I was,
Well, I just had a whole bunch of holes punched in it, so I'm not
yeah,
extremely
not
surprised
massively
that-
blown away by that revelation, but yes, that was the mindset, Tex. I was trying to be helpful and just suggest
Thank
that
you.
something was a bit weird with the cargo system at the moment. Okay, so keep the bottle on me. Yeah, I'm gonna keep the bottle on me. Don't worry. Where do we sit? Oh, I wonder what was hurting me. Boris is being flown around again. You're bringing him back from the trip.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, current hostile count. We have a Arceus Torpedo Corvette Mark II. Something about the Mark II makes me less than happy, especially as the fact that it's very, very clearly just on a beeline towards us, judging by its steadily decreasing direction. Well then.
Oh, hello. What do we have here?
I don't know. What do we have here, Tex? Is it a drone that's about to explode? It's not a drone that's about to explode. This is
a huge gun.
Very large gun.
I like it on just
Is it a rail gun?
It's called an orbital coil gun.
It's called an orbital coil gun.
Orbital coil cannon.
Ion cannon, ready. Okay. Fucking torpedo gun. We can't make the ammo for this, can we?
Probably.
There is no way we can make the ammo for this. It's too shiny. We're not allowed this. There's no way we're allowed this at this point. It's just too... It's ion cannon ready. What does it fire? I should be able to tell by looking at the ammo. It'll be the one that's the most ridiculous.
Yeah, I think there's like coil ammo or something like that. I'm going to go out on a limb here and say it's something like that.
Which mod is it from? Do you know?
It's from the same weapon pack, I think.
Then it's probably this 460mm magnetic slug, perhaps.
That would probably be
possibly.
Right. I'm guessing. I'm going to go out on a limb and say, yeah, probably.
Sounds like a... Oh, no. There's one here called Nova Cannon round. No, that's not it. That's for the Warhammer mod.
I think the magnetic slug is probably what
it's got to be the 460... Everything else is smaller than that.
Yeah.
So if I'm going to gun for anything, it is the 460mm magnetic slug, for which we have none of the components, basically.
Yeah.
We need...
It's good to have goals.
We have a goal now. We need uranium and platinum in order to be able to make ourselves a 460mm platinum magnetic slug. Platinum magnetic slug.
Just uranium and platinum? That's it?
Yeah, it needs some other things as well, like magnesium and iron, I think was the last one. Yes, thank you, Luna. Luna has hit us up.
Getting even closer.
Though that gun's projectiles are extremely expensive, but it has a 40,000 meter range.
What?
Says Luna.
Okay.
Pew, pew, pew. Broken weapon warning. Pew, pew.
Incoming! Incoming! Above!
Oh, motherfucker. Boris. Go, go, go. None of the things are bound. Go, Boris.
You're in the wrong cockpit.
I'm in the wrong cockpit. I'm in the wrong cockpit. Go, Boris. I'm not in the wrong cockpit. I'm in the right cockpit. He's just not going. Someone's turned his power off.
A kamikaze drone. It's covered in warheads.
Oh,
okay, the truly righteous fury of the Freedom Wagon has opened up on nearby drone. Fully equipped with Christmas trees et al. The Freedom Wagon has said, "Hello and welcome to the new year."
Dispensing freedom upon command.
I approve of this. The volume of fire was decent. Does not prevent the fact that we are still suffering from a small problem of an Arceus Torpedo Corvette Mark II incoming at what seems to be steady velocity.
5.8 clicks now.
Down to 5.8 clicks. How long till Wasted rearms Boris? I'm not going to rearm Boris at this point. Boris has found his final form. It is time to remake Boris. Boris was designed to be an amalgam. He was designed to be half cargo vessel, half fighter. And right now, and one that was capable of actually landing in atmosphere, not even on the moon. And that is no longer a requirement. So I feel like we need to make ourselves a little more aggressive, a little more purpose behind the design and just generally something that looks a little more dangerous. But that will have to follow the fact that we have spent tonight's entire stream under attack. Zombie survival Space Engineers sort of style, where you just get attacked by drones for end on end. It's very... There's something nearby. There's something nearer than that. Yeah, Tex is already after something.
Whatever it is, it's wreckage.
And Tex is very angry about it as well.
It was another.
Whoa! Yeah, he's 100%.
Friendly fire.
100% certain
Wow.
that particular piece of wreckage needs to go down. Just like to admire for a second here the new angles on Tex's ship. We have some angle thrusters applied to the side now. Not looking too bad. Certainly improves the lines from some angles. I don't like the fact that the texture on them doesn't really match.
Torpedo Corvette is now within 5 clicks of the base.
Torpedo Corvette down to 5 clicks. And I feel like it's a torpedo Corvette, right? This, to me, says that it might be not a great idea to let it that close. Because if it's actually using the torpedo mod, it could have already fired.
Oh, ooh, okay.
You see what I mean?
Yeah, no, I'm with you. I'm with you.
And even if it's not using the torpedo mod, this is Lucas. He knows how to script really well. So I wouldn't be surprised if even if it's not that mod, he may well have made his own to pick a target when it spawns in. Corrupt something is manufacturing salvage drones off in that direction. We may end up retreating to a safer location at this rate.
We might have
The
to.
moon was
is
safer.
Starting to look. The moon does seem safer than this current
but
location.
with Lucas, I don't know that I...
Maybe not so much.
Depend on it that far, but it may be time to make a tactical advance to the rear.
A tactical advance to the rear. We will aggressively move rearwards.
We've got platinum and uranium at the moon. Willy Bolly's screams in chat in all caps. Please
Okay, I put forward the mindset.
Why don't
that
you want to...
let's connect up,
Yep.
lock on, and grab, like, let's material grab on important stuff. Stuff that we might really need. Are you capable of locking to the base, Tex?
Yes.
Right, let's
If
have
you
a see
can-
through what we've got.
Okay. The Wedge, guide him in. I'm going to keep an eye on this torpedo corvette.
Okay.
That's the closest of the two. The salvage drones I'm scared about, but...
Continue rolling a bit more,
No,
Tex.
let me extend the piston first.
Okay.
No, the Arceus torpedo corvette, without a shadow of a doubt, manufactures projector-based
Right.
weaponry out of the front of it. I can see a zoomed-in view of it now, and it has
Where
a
do I need to go
projector
from here?
array.
Reverse.
Reverse.
Bit more.
Okay.
Right. I need you to go to your left. Bit more. To your left.
Oh, it's big.
Roll a bit to your right. Bit more to your left. Right, reverse about 1 block, or even half a block. Okay, you're in line. You're in line.
Connect.
You're yellow. I'll try and connect you.
Locked.
Okay.
Okay. Inventory. Cargo.
Corrupt manufacturing facility is now moving closer, 6.56 kilometers away.
Yeah, I am having on an approach vector towards our torpedo corvette friend, but he is very aware of my presence. Lucas has upped his game, like this thing has decided that it knows I'm here. Holy shit, and is it well armed? Yeah, the torpedo corvette is definitely a problem.
Dex, how you doing with loading up?
I'm doing okay. I'm okay. I'm linked. I'm just trying to grab all the materials I can.
Yeah,
I'm bringing in the jump module to dock with your battleship as well, Tex.
As Morty Jones is saying in chat, both ships are currently targeting in on the base, it seems, and both of them are capable of producing craft. The torpedo corvette has a missile bay in the front of it. It's very obvious, and like a projector missile bay. And the other one, well, it tells us what we're doing, what it's doing, but still. Ooh, once again, I'm getting too close. Idiot. This might cost me. Run, Boris.
No, I think Tim is trying to steal all these ingots.
Okay, so I took out its antenna, which I don't think has helped in the slightest, but now we don't know where it is. There's that.
So there is a corvette moving invisibly towards us, is what you're saying?
Yes. Yes, that is exactly what I'm saying, Mr. Wedgell. I'm saying problems are abound. Sir Val, my battery has a limited range, sir. And a very long reload. I was only ever going to get one shot off.
Okay, I'm taking everything from the
That
space.
salvage drone is getting closer and closer. Yeah, this is legit time to abandon.
Okay.
Okay.
I think we might want to return via the interstation back to Moonbase for the time being, because it's just
Right, well, I've
too much
latched the
shit
jump
going
module. I've latched the jump module onto the top of Tex's battleship.
nice one. I'm going to come in and land as well, so I can jump with. It's 5k out.
Yeah. I see the corvette.
Okay. Get in seats, boys.
Okay.
Excuse me.
Well, massive lag spike, but
Sorry, that was me turning on my projector in order to help, hopefully, Tex's ship quickly weld Boris back up to a bit more of a functional state. I'm missing a fair bit.
I need the interstation. GPS.
Have you not got the GPS for it? Alright, coming up.
Jump, orbit, moon, rocky
Right.
mine, moon. It's
Coming.
No, I don't have it.
No, it's coming. There you
Okay.
go. 4.8k out. Coming in to land on the rear end of the ship. I'm just got landing gear down. I don't need to actually hook up. You ready to jump?
Yep. Wedge, are you on board?
I'm on board in a seat.
Alright, I'm
Punch
in.
it.
Hump it, boy. Hump it.
Pump it, punch it, Chewie.
Wasn't bad, I suppose.
Are we not going to jump today?
Are we
You're
still connected to the base?
You're still connected to the base,
Oh,
aren't
we're
you?
still connected to the base. Oh, never mind.
I don't think
I
we
meant to
can
do
jump
that.
with the
I
station.
meant to do that.
I mean, I love your optimism, Tex. I'm with you. I'm with you all the way. However, we now have an Aquila strike ship incoming as well, so please undock the ship and let's get the fuck out of here.
Okay, this is a movie, so we have to leave it to the last second, right?
I suppose, but we don't even know what the last second is because I'm not even
Jumping
sure
in.
what that fucking salvage
5,
drone hive ship has
4,
been doing this whole
3,
time.
2, 1.
We are out of there. Screw you, drones. Okay. Into station location. You've got the moon base?
Somebody. I have to block somebody.
No, I wanted to beat you to it. No, God damn it. I saw it. I was like, I know who he's blocking. I want to beat him. But no, he's not quick enough.
Okay, and still charging.
What's this? People for the ethical treatment of autonomous drones. Screw off.
PTAD.
Ah, the well-known PTAD. Hang around on all those bot hunts we get up to.
Doesn't it, Wedge? Yeah, it does have a connector.
Are we ready to return? Are we ready to get back to some place that looks vaguely like home? We stuck out here in oblivion.
We're still charging.
Oh, okay. Stuck out here in oblivion it is. Roger!
Well, at least nothing's coming at us yet.
Can you not jump with the jump drive?
Can you not say that, please?
Wedgie.
He could, actually.
I'm not in the jump drive, so...
Get back in the jump drive.
Alright, 1 minute.
Jump us with the pod. That should be able to have that should have charge on it as well. Tex just can't access it.
Right.
Because it's only landing gear on.
You didn't connect it.
Yeah. Bets on how long till the drones catch up, anyone? Well, to be honest, that in itself says everything I need to know about this mod, and thus why I'm now having a lot of fun. Yes, the drones need to be trying to catch up. That is exactly right. This is almost becoming group survival mod. But the drones are after you the whole time.
Okay, North Pole of Moon orbital. I just need to find the jump button.
I also said
Jump
the bad words.
It should be mapped to the key.
Said the bad words, Tex.
9.
Did you hear?
7, 6.
Hey, what? You
5,
did say the words.
4.
I said the bad words.
3.
I was
2,
ignoring it.
1.
Okay. That makes sense.
Are
we home?
Why are we stuck in jump? Okay. Oh, good. There's a spat gremlin.
Did you jump us back to where we just were, or did you jump us home?
We are about...
I'm looking around, and there is a moon.
We are
quite
about 30 kilometers
we're
away.
a fair way. That's not a great jump, Wedge. I've got to say.
North Pole of Moon orbital, and that's
when you were plotting coordinates,
it's dropped us 33
a slight
kilometers from
error
the
was
coordinate.
made. You knocked your protractor while you were doing so.
Yeah, a little bit.
I don't think that tool's a protractor, but whatever it is, you knocked that thing. It's not an astrolabe. What is it?
I am digging the angles of these thrusters now.
Go on, chap. What's it called? Navigational tool used on maps.
Slide. Oh.
It's not an astrolabe.
Slide rule.
No, it's not slide rule. Slide rule's cool, but it's not a slide rule.
Compass and dividers.
No, yeah, there was a thing with sliders and all sorts of shit on it. Looked a bit like a slide rule, or I'm trying to think of what else.
Gremlin's coming in.
You know what I mean? Gremlin's coming in.
Course
I don't know if he's coming for us.
Divider kit.
I'm guessing that
Are you
you didn't
thinking
actually
of a
set us to
sextant?
the jump moon orbital.
Sextant, thank you. Thank you, Wedgie. And Takashi Maru and Shadowstorm
All of
Bash.
chat, basically.
And everybody else in the next 2 minutes.
Reg, there's the jump orbital, by the way.
Jump orbit moon. Okay.
I'm almost charged.
Okay.
It would be good if you could charge up soon, because then we can not have to fight this Gremlin XL, which is definitely incoming.
Jumping.
Although I think we might have been approaching it as well, so it seems to have slowed down. Pew! I'm here to provide sound effects, by the way.
Oh, good.
Game sound effects not so great.
Oh god, Wedge. Whoa. Okay. Let me know if you're gonna break loose, please.
Little keen.
Okay.
Little keen, but no worries. Also, that still sounds a lot like.
That's your ion thrusters.
I'm sorted.
Trying to burn a hole in the landing pad.
Sorted.
Tell you what. Why don't you turn around and dock? so you can get power and everything off of this thing.
Yes, I suppose I could do that. I was trying to get the feck out of there.
Yeah, no, that's fine. But now that we're not under immediate threat,
Now we're in a
quote,
controlled environment. Let's make use of it.
Your connectors
I
off.
hear. Yeah, I know. I know. I'm just trying not to do the whole connected docking procedure like a tool, because if there's one thing that seems to like really rile up comments, is my docking procedure. Apparently, it's like just never before has a man docked so poorly as I can. Apparently, wasn't aware this was like a big criteria for how you do as a space engineer. But apparently, docking is a big deal, and I should be checking in 2 axes before I try. And what I actually think, judging by that, is I should just let space engineers do whatever fucking weird shit it fancies, because at that point, it connected me about when it could be bothered to.
Roger. Okay. Are we heading down? What?
I'm hooked up.
I'm already halfway there.
You going
With
down to
what?
the planet?
With
Yeah.
the jump drive?
Not with the jump drive, no. I jumped out and flew down.
Look, you're spoiling
Okay.
my immersion here, Wedger. You can't just jump out and fly down to the moon. No, that's not how. No. God
Well,
damn
suck
it.
it. That's how we do things around here.
My immersion, damn it, Wedgie.
Sorry. My immersion was broken when I found out that the
Kind of
speed of
like
light in
come in.
this world was 100 meters a second.
I'm opening the doors. All the doors. So you can find one of them.
I found it. It's all right, Tex. I found one on the back. I'm glad you were looking out for me there, but I have found one.
Okay.
Oh.
This is actually much easier to fly without that stupid flying bridge, too. Which wasn't going to last long in combat anyway.
Have we lost the flying bridge? We have
I
lost the
took it
flying
off.
bridge in replacement for an enormous
An
cannon.
orbital
I did
cannon,
not
yeah.
realize that was where you put it. I approved of this before. Now,
I've
I
replaced
think you've
an
actually earned a bit of
idiotic
kudos
bridge. No,
from
thank
this.
you.
He replaced the bridge with a gun.
You know what we haven't done, though? We haven't actually landed this thing
That's pretty.
back in the gravity well.
Are you sure?
Yeah, we've only taken off.
That's not what I meant.
Oh, am I sure that it'll land?
Yeah, yeah, kind of. Are you sure you want to? Are you totally
Are you feeling
set on
brave?
this as a thing?
Oh, yeah. Sure enough. Well, I'm mostly sure.
You want to go
Yeah,
turn
but-
Bob's thrusters on so you can use those too?
No,
Lucky.
but I'll take another blueprint real quick.
Oh yeah, I can't have those on, can I? They burn up the
You
ship.
are controlling the ship. So
Wow, you're coming in so fast. Holy shit.
I know,
that's gonna
because-
crash.
I am not controlling the ship. I promise you that
no,
much.
you are. Get out of the seat. Get out of the seat. Out of the seat. Out of the seat. Oh, God.
I'm out of the seat. I'm out of the seat. I'm out of the seat.
Holy crap!
How did
I'm
you
out of
not
the seat.
crash?
Everything is fine. Everything is absolutely fine here. There is nothing to see. Look at that. Look, beautiful, beautiful. Nice that. The emergency brake at the end, dip in the rear. I liked it. A bit of star points there, I think. Nice,
Holy
Dave. Nice.
shit.
I see what you were going for. I approve.
Wait, I'm gonna stop and watch this on the stream.
Pretty good looking. Yeah, chat haven't even seen it yet. It's wonderful. I'm kind of waiting to see what happens there. We got the rips are coming in. The rips are coming in. Rip. Holy hell. Oh my god. Oh my. Oh. Oh my word. There we go. Perfect. Oh. Multiple ohs. You bastards. Rip. Holy hell. Oh my god. Oh my. Oh. Such assholes.
Huh.
They wanted you to die, Tex.
They kind of did. Oh, that wasn't that mute switch, was it? Damn it.
It's your equivalent of having a mic on your head, don't worry.
Okay, can somebody vector me in on my landing pad, please?
Yeah,
You're feeling a little less confident all of a sudden.
I don't know why.
No clue why. Suggestion, put some blocks down to land the ship on first. Yeah, it is kind of NASCAR style, isn't it, Falcon? It's like everyone's just watching, waiting for the inevitable explosion and or crash and or whatever it is that we do wrong, and that's basically why they're here.
I can't actually see.
So
right
I
now.
imagine
It's a
tonight's
problem.
been...
Right,
yeah, no, yeah,
thanks.
you're right. You've got plenty of room to go down and
yeah.
forwards, and you
You
might
are
want
all
to
right.
twist a bit to your right as well.
Yeah. Drop your nozzle.
I
as
should
well.
say. You're right.
I'm actually level right now.
Okay, so pitch right. The other one, whichever one means that you go right. Like that. That one. Whichever one that one is. Right. Forwards.
Your left.
Forwards. Down more. Stop forwards. Stop forwards. No more forwards. We are good with forwards. Now we need to just
Right.
down, pretty much, and a
Your-
tiny bit to your rear and to your left. I feel like Texfire is actually doing it himself at this point, and
Yep.
we are
Well,
entirely surplus.
Wedgie's
requirements.
Trafalgar Square monument is right in the middle of my camera.
Right.
It is not
Move
ideally
to your
placed, perhaps,
left a
but
bit more, Tex.
your bank. Just go down, Tex. You're on enough.
He's
Down.
a block out. If he wants to connect,
He's
he's
not
gonna
a
need.
block out.
He is a block out.
No. He is fine.
He's a block out from the connector.
Look at the back. Oh,
Yeah.
for the connector. Oh, for fuck's sake! It's just a woman,
Okay.
some kind of
Get me
I'm
Give
a
me,
woman.
give me
some kind of.
non-auto locking gear,
kind
please.
of old woman.
I'm an old
All right.
woman.
Well,
Right.
Dex,
Give me 1 second.
go left a bit. And a bit more. That's good. That's about right, actually. Yeah.
Yeah, you can drop your nozzle now.
Lock.
In fact, move forward a little
Down
bit more.
lock. He's floating.
I'm locked.
Okay, it's me that's not locked. Roger. So why is everything still moving then? Oh, it's me that's still moving. Roger. I understand. Everything's fine here. Right, you should be lined up well enough that you can connect or on. And home we come.
As the connector extends from the bottom, not looking anything like something else that chat's gonna call it.
That should be close enough, right? Come on. That's not long
Not
enough.
quite.
It's just the fact that it hasn't extended down far enough. You need to turn your thrusters off and actually let yourself drop. But you could also do with being a tad more forwards and a tad more towards your left, like one tap in both directions. But yes, the other problem is you actually need to drop down fully, like not because your thrusters you can lock a bit above the blocks if you know what I mean. So you're slightly floating. There you go. Now if you can go a bit more forwards.
Okay, well, let me
A little dash on the thrust
fire
there.
the thrusters back up then.
Little dash on the thrust there, and yeah, there you go. You're set. You're set.
Golden.
Golden.
And
Also an
lock.
option. Also an option.
And gear lock.
Kill Aim says, that's not long enough. Wait in space 2018. That's me. Hard to impress, you know.
Okay. Oh, successfully on the ground.
She's down. She's back home. Looking really. She looks good from down here as well. Like from the ground profile. It's looking nice. Looks serious. I mean, I'm not sure we necessarily need the platforms it was built on now. It seems like a bit arbitrary having to have these like 6 pillars when it could just be on the ground. But
Well, yeah.
she does look good.
And she actually survived, which
She
is
did.
always a bonus.
She did. Boris is even alive, which is
a plus.
surprising.
Okay,
After all of that, we
he's,
actually sort of made it back to here.
These
There's a
thrusters
Gremlin
have
XL
weird missive.
35 kilometers away that we
Yeah, that's the
don't
one
need
we-
to worry about at all.
Yeah. He's going further away.
Well then, he's scared. Running scared. I'm sure of that. Right, I'm going to take a very quick break, to be honest.
What
3 hours
time
and
are
10
we
minutes?
at, just out of curiosity?
We are at 3 hours and 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Don't worry, Tex. I got that shit covered.
Okay.
I have it in like 2 places on my left-hand screen. Pretty good. But yes, we're going to do that. And while we do so, I will play a video. Unfortunately, we have no Farrell this week. For shame. Not to him. Farrell's awesome. More for shame for the fact that... I don't know. We're going to miss having Farrell. I feel like it's now a slight on the stream, the fact that I don't have Farrell this week. Oh, well. It's an alright stream, but there's no Farrell. So, there you go.
Well, at least they've had us clenching our buttocks for like the last 2.5 hours.
Oh, man.
Kind of.
But they've been doing so far, so instead,
Yeah.
I figured we'd revisit a classic or two. Anyway, back in a moment. What have we got?
The first thing we're going to grind down is you. Shut up.
That killed me.
Yeah, it's a kilometre away in the wrong direction. I don't understand how it got here. Wall hacks. Oh, it's missing texture pink. Yeah.
Oh great, now I'm going to have to do every other block in black now, aren't I?
Or is it? What are you doing?
Stop!
It's a research centre and an exhibition hall. We need to get in here.
There isn't a grinder on
I
the
want to
truck,
find the
damn it.
souvenir shop. We must go. This is certainly not standard. Let's put it that way.
If by standard you mean pretty,
Wedge,
I'm in.
drive for me. Dex, we're off apparently.
roger that.
I can, if I really want to, execute Wedgehog from this position. Wedgie, I see sky. A lot of sky.
We
Wedge.
might need help from Tex.
Why are we upside down, Wedge? Fucking hell, what? Oh shit. A mistake was made. No, can't, no, too much still. Oh, fuck. She's fine, you're fine. Okay, make another attempt. We're all good, we're all good. It's good, it's good, it's golden. It's golden, it's golden! Oh, yeah!
Focus on Imperial thoughts of the day.
Blessed is the
Oh god,
mind,
it's doing it, it's
too
wrong!
small for doubt.
Mistakes were made!
This took a long time. Oh no, God. Oh God. Okay, let go, let go, let go, let go. No. Oh!
You are
Like
a
a bomb.
scary man.
Like a
You are a
bomb.
scary man.
Pacific Rim on a budget.
I'm not seeing any turrets at the moment.
Oh, piss,
dear.
run. Well, you're dead. I survived.
Could he be using the hand that has proper control
Oh, God,
of the
this is
steering
massive.
wheel, no? Rather than the gear stick? Like, which bit's going to avoid an accident?
Nah, EFM was great. It really was. And people are saying we should go back to it with the updates. Like, for example, we never got to use Mixed Scrapyard, but I suspect Duckroll's done a bit more with it since. And maybe there's some legs there. What do you want, Wedgie? What do you want?
We've just had a kamikaze drone land on the base. Thankfully, it didn't actually blow up anything important. But you see that big hole there? That's where it landed.
Where?
Good intentions kind of took him out.
Oh. Well then. So the base is not the safest of safest.
No.
No. I think we need more AA emplacements.
Okay. Are our current ones even on, or have they been turned off because they were being a pain? Do we need to reload and turn on both the ladders, but also the smart turrets? Because this is a prime location for those smart turrets.
Okay, ladder, smart turrets, conveyor, air vent, and...
Hang on a second, guys.
Automated beam.
Tex has got a shopping list for us. just one moment, I need to get out the pad. Okay, well, if you're going down the supermarket, then in which case we'll have...
I need a loaf of bread, a stick of butter, and a jug of milk.
To be fair, I do this for my brother sometimes. Like, send me a text. Oh, I'm just popping by the shop. Do you want anything? Actually, yes. Let's have an entire meal for the next entire meals for the next 2 days, and enough beer and drinks for the same. And I'm out of coffee and sugar, and so if you just get onto that, that'd be all fine. All right, to the cryopods.
I'm in the cryopod.
I want the smart turrets. I've had enough of having to have our damn turrets off the whole time. Because Space Engineers targeting is so derpy, and while I'd love to be able to use that stuff for like dags, basically, and spids.
The cryopods are gone.
There's two there's a bed and a big hole where once there was a window and a wall and another 2 beds. Okay.
There's a cryopod in good intention. Reg.
The side of the fucking bedroom is gone. Thanks, Mark. This is brilliant.
Oh dear.
Oh, someone's saying give Tex the Tesco bag.
Like carefully open the airlock doors on the other side.
The turret mining beam. He's
close
saying
it behind me. Turn around. Oh, there's a big hole.
does have horrible lag, it's saying, but we'll give it a shot. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work.
This is why we can't have nice things.
Apparently not. Well, he stole my bed as well.
Because Lucas tries to...
You snooze, you lose.
Torpedo Corvette, 9.6 kilometers.
Yes, okay. Are you in a pod?
I'm in a pod.
Wedgie's in a pod. I don't need to be in a pod because I am the almighty host. So... we will deal with these things. Oh, wonderful. The drones are smarter than we, though, says Reed, and I can't help but agree with him. So far, yes. Yes, this is the thing. Okay. Mods, give me the smart turrets, please. Let me turn our turrets back on again and have them shoot the goddamn drones. Yeah, we can't retreat to the planetary base, Celavalg, but it might inspire a much more planetary-based, rare space mission to gather specific materials environment.
No, I thought Lucas had one with planetary drop pods.
He does as well, but I don't know, Dexfire. What do you want from me? He hasn't experienced what I can do with hover engines yet. How about that?
Aha!
So what we need to do is just keep changing mods. We flick mods around quick enough.
It has officially become an arms race.
Yeah, exactly. We've got the arms race versus the modder. What's he going to do if we...
Shaq is not really going to be happy about this, because frankly, he's not going to be able to keep over the changes as much as you are.
Shaq is going to be on the receiving end a little bit. I'm aware of this.
Yeah.
This is going to hurt a lot.
I'm also kind of fine with that. Just saying.
Hey,
Sometimes you need some tough love.
I'm building there.
Yeah, but you're prepared. You're
Oh, okay.
combat veteran at this point.
You've had to put up with Shaq's bollocks and our bollocks, so you know you're pretty seasoned as it goes as space engineers.
Oh, okay.
So this, the last credit I have remaining, the one thing I can still say is I am the YouTuber with the most experience with modders fucking with him.
Yep.
Yes, that's me.
Though Stock Car Racer 333 says wasted. He was watching your hover stream.
Oh, I know he was watching the hover stream. That doesn't mean he's seen all I can do with hover engines. I was well aware he was watching the hover stream. I've already been expecting this shit, don't worry. What mods was I putting on? I was just completely on turret one.
Automated beam turret.
Smart turret. Mining. I do not have that. What was the other one? Last one.
Automated beam turret. Ladder.
Ladder.
Conveyor air vent.
Conveyor. Listen to him. Let's chat. Shall we go live into the world of Steam search together? Automated beam what?
Turret.
Turret. Okay. Holy hell! He even got the name wrong. And it's
What?
still picked up on it.
Wow.
What is wrong with...
What is it?
It's an automated beam drill, actually.
Oh, okay.
But I'm just saying, it's like...
No, I found it.
Steam is normally the most broken search it is possible to imagine.
Is that the one by Phoenix?
It is the one by Phoenix. That's what
okay,
I'm saying. It is the right
Okay.
one.
Perfect.
But I'm just still... It surprises me that...
I know.
Steam search
Steam
was
Workshop
actually
search
capable
that actually
of
was
bringing
useful.
up anything useful. Okay, and conveyor air vent.
You don't have to do that one if you don't.
I
want
do
to,
feel like this is a little bit of a luxury, but whatever, Tex, sure.
it's a luxury, but
Sure, I'm there for you, man.
You need some creature comforts
The
when
air
you're getting
vents
blown
having to
bits.
stick out into the room has always offended me, because there's no reason why a conveyor can't have an air vent in it.
I can sort of
absolutely no
understand
reason.
that, and I can sort of understand that especially from the basis that you're also never really sure whether if you stick it out half into a single block space and then block off the next block next to it, whether or not that'll actually let air out. You always look at it like, can I do this? Is this a thing? Or is this not a thing? It should be a thing, but it's space engineering, so it's probably not a thing, right? That seems to be the rules. Railguns.
Railguns?
We actually have a railgun. I think that is one of them.
Well, yeah, there's
That's
that
one of
massive
the-
one on Texas ship.
No, there is actually a railgun as well in one of the mods we have. The other thing we haven't messed around with is we do actually have, and maybe this is one of our secret weapons. I don't know. I haven't tested it yet.
So
But-
Shadow says that beam is CPU heavy, so go easy on multiple beams at once. We're just going to do one beam,
Luna.
but it's pretty genius and convenient for a mobile mining station.
Luna, you should know me better than that by now. Come on. Or maybe you do, and this is entirely a troll. What happens when you tell me that something is CPU heavy? Exactly. You
Wait,
guys now both know what I'm talking about.
Did you not
right?
actually load the beam drill?
No, I did.
Chad is claiming that you didn't.
I may not have actually loaded the beam drill. I may have downloaded the beam drill, but not necessarily loaded said beam drill. So there we go. No, it was intentional. It was entirely intentional because we needed to save something for next stream. We need to. No, he's our big heavy hitter to start next stream. Beam drills, bitches.
Beam drill.
It was all intentional.
Laying odds on whether you're going to remember to load it before next time. Speaking of which, just a reminder, I'm actually not going to be here next week. I'm working.
No, I know.
It's that time again.
I know, as I talked about with Wedgie and you earlier. Next week is actually going to be a break from this series.
Next week, I didn't want you to promise the people that I was going to be back and have me not there.
Apparently, I didn't even subscribe to it. I just looked at it and moved on.
Wow.
I'm not sure that's true. I'm not sure that is actually true. Come on now. I've got to check this now. I'm not sure I did. No, I did subscribe to it. No, chat. Leave me alone. Especially as I mentioned beforehand, I started this stream with a bit of a toothache, and I've got to admit, it is starting to surface again. It's just that. Why am I loading into explosions?
Do we need to?
Nah, we're alright for the moment.
Okay.
We haven't got that long left in the end. Text, we're 3 hours and 25 minutes in. Yeah, but I did load into explosions. I have to admit.
Do we not have
part of me wonders whether, like, one of the things you'd do if you were the sort of modder that Lucas is just make it so that occasionally you get an explosion sound effect from opening doors and stuff, just to keep you on edge. Again, I'm not a nice person, so intrinsically I do tend to imagine the worst of other people.
Falcon, you need to construct additional pylons.
To be fair, though, when it comes to being around me and Tex, you know, assuming the worst from people tends to be the smart thing.
Chris says, hole in wall, uses door. Not just door, airlock. Double doors. Takes time to close doors behind them, despite the fact that other end of room is completely open. Oh dear. We have to have our standards. I'm going to start fixing the base.
Way ahead of you.
What do you mean way ahead of you? You have placed a total. What do you mean you already fixed it?
I said already fixing it, not fixed.
God, dealing with this guy is like it's a trial.
Well, you could have said pulling teeth, but that's kind of what you want now, given the toothache.
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah.
God knows what the hell I've done. I don't know. All of a sudden, here you go. Congratulations. Now your fucking face hurts. Basically.
You have my sympathy. I'm not a fan of tooth pain.
Tooth pain is not cool. No, unfortunately. Especially as I'm also someone that's been... I've been through... Here's a story. Given we're heading towards the end of the stream. I'm one of my front teeth is completely false. I have an implant in one of my... What would you call it? It's upper third, I think. You know, so not your two main front teeth, but the ones next to it. The sort of top ones next to your canines. One of those is completely fake. Ended up getting that put in just before I went to university, alongside having train tracks just before I went to university, like age 18, shipping off to university. A week and a half before I go to university, I have train tracks fitted. At this point, I didn't have the false tooth yet. I just had a gap, like a full tooth gap, because I lost my front tooth because I smacked it out with a hammer.
Ah.
As you do.
Ow.
Yeah, as you do. I was for many years a scout and had a lot of fun. But one of the things I did, thinking nothing of it on a scout camp, was to just wander around with a mallet in my hand, spinning it. Like, you know, if you can imagine, if you guys have ever had a mag light, one of those decent-sized mag lights, it's actually quite satisfying to just flick that thing around and spin it in your hand, because you can flick it around and catch it again, and it's I don't know, there's something satisfying about it. And I was doing this exact same thing, but with a mallet. Except as anybody who is a student of physics will be able to tell you. One end of the mallet is not as heavy as the other end of the mallet. And this does indeed have an effect on aforementioned physics. That effect is to cause the mallet to accelerate rapidly when you do one half of the turn. Accelerate rapidly in a direction of your mouth, it turns out.
Yeah, I'm starting to think you didn't need a physics degree to know this.
So yes, I smashed my own front tooth out on a scout camp, and this was in the Isle of Wight, on some like random campsite in the middle of nowhere. It didn't hurt at all. It just literally did not hurt. But I was missing a front tooth. I kept it. I got like driven across the fucking island. It took 3.5 hours the next morning for my scout leader to drive me across the island and find a dentist. Poor fucker. Yeah, then I had no front tooth, and so I went to university with train tracks. You know, the full wires and shit on every tooth, and a missing front tooth, and I was the coolest kid in town.
Gotcha.
Actually, there's been a number of occasions where I've been the coolest kid in town. That probably wasn't even the coolest I've been, but...
Well, we might have seen you in your onesie.
We'll save those for another time. The onesie doesn't even factor on the list, Wedgie. The onesie is not even on the list of times where I have been the coolest guy. What are we even doing at this point? I don't even know.
I'm just patching up some damage.
I'm wandering
Hold
around.
Hold on, we have a target, I saw a marker then.
Nearby marker?
I saw, you know the little sort of crosshair thing that pops up when something's targeted?
Yeah, I did. That just means a turret goes for it, though. That doesn't mean necessarily anything else.
Oh, it's close. Maybe there's some debris or something lying around. Oh, there it is. It's a camera from a drone that's gotten caught in a nugget.
Panic over. I didn't throw a hammer at my face. I spun it around, and as the counterweight of the head of the hammer headed downwards, the other end of the hammer headed with equal force towards my mouth. And so there was just a sudden whack and a sudden pop, and my lip swelled up a bit, and there wasn't a tooth anymore. And that was it.
Oh my. You know what I just discovered?
What did you...
Sorry.
What's text discovered?
It comes in large ship variants.
What does? What does? You're already in a large ship. That already is a large ship variant. So if you're talking about the massive cannon, then what are you talking about?
No.
What have you found? Talk to me.
The Mark 1
Fire
battery?
of the text. What? Do you know what that will do to a ship?
Yep.
There just won't be one anymore.
Yep.
Well, if only we'd known about these.
You need
bits
to
sooner.
set these things inwards further if you can, surely. I mean, you can keep them there, I suppose, but I'm just feeling like...
So, let's see how much further I can go with it. Come on. Mm-hmm.
Corrupt hacker drone 3.77 kilometers away and closing. Yeah.
Spotted already.
you want me to jump in in Boris or?
Do you guys hear the stuff about the Appalachians? Was I already
What?
muted? Was I muted? Someone in chat has been talking about the Appalachian Mountains and how they think if I was to live in the US, that's where I'd be. Wedgie, it's 1.8 kilometers away. Don't shoot at it yet.
I was just making sure the guns are working, and some of them aren't.
And I was wondering that there's an author that's written about walking through the Appalachians.
Oh, hacker drone. Let's level the playing field.
Yeah, me and Wedgie are out on it. It's already taken down our shields.
Well, that's annoying.
I guess we need that timer block sometime soon.
What's
then.
the name of the geezer that wrote about walking the Appalachian Trail, amongst other travel stuff? But very much a like survivalist travel writer. Bill something, I think. Bill Bryson. That's the fella. Oh, you!
Wow.
Handle the gyro, Wedgie.
Wow.
Wedgie, gyro, help me.
What do you mean, gyro? Turn them on.
He's overridden the gyro to do this.
They're not overridden.
Yes, they fucking are.
Okay, you should have control back.
Thank you. That's fucking amazing.
That was pretty good. I'll give him that.
We just got a message that said "we," and then all of a sudden we were spinning violently. He's turned our dampers off. Oh, that's amazing. Productivity is overrated. Okay, so he's just turned off any like bobs or other shit we've got.
Hmm.
But a little fucker. Oh, this is awesome. I think it's done.
Yeah, probably.
That's so
Right,
good.
let's have a look at what's left.
Oh, that's so good.
Right.
Okay, so in fact, I'm not even going to say this. I'm just going to approve of it, kill aim, smile, and wait and see what happens.
No, do not say that out loud.
On its arse, it says all your base are belong to us. It's not wrong.
Lucas, you're not just in time for the fun. We have been having fun with this stuff the entire time. Hats off, sir.
Yeah.
Tonight, you legitimately had us abandon a base. you had us run away tonight. So fair play. We're all right at the moment. We have retreated to the moon.
He has souped them up now as well, so that they can fly in the lunar gravity. I think.
Oh no, indeed, it looks like they can handle the lunar gravity. We not only have we retreated to the moon, but we've been attacked on the moon as well. Like, legitimately, suddenly there's a hole in the side of the base. So fair play, dude. This is some amazing work. Guys, please check out his mod. It's in our collection down below. It is the one that's powering all of the NPC interaction and so on down here. He is one of the guys that's supporting and adding stuff to it constantly, and as you can see, this stuff is so cool. You killed the power, didn't you? So now it's dropping down.
No, I didn't even kill the power. I just kind of ground off the engines because I'm pissed off with it and I want to see it crash. I'm gonna Doctor Strangelove it into the ground.
But yeah, seriously good stuff, Lucas. And what I would also say is, whatever you do, please don't go back and watch the other bit of the stream, because there definitely aren't any other ideas in that part.
That was wonderful.
It's just that's so good. That is a prime example of how good space engineers can be, and it's just unfortunate. And I really believe this. It's unfortunate and very, very fortunate at the same time. It's a weird double whammy in that this is the best we can experience with space engineers. Comes from a huge amount of dedication from some people in the sort of modding and workshop community. So much of our enjoyment is powered by that. Are you in now?
What?
In back in Boris. I'm going to fly back.
No, I died.
Oh, I thought I saw you flying around.
No, I said I was Doctor Strange loving the thing into the ground.
Okay. Oh.
Well, you know how that ends.
Yep, sorry, I didn't realise. But at the same time, you can't argue with the fact that in the end it's all built off a platform that Keen provided. So there is always that argument. I mean, none of it would exist without the modding support that's there. I just know that a lot of mod authors get very frustrated at the same time because there's a lack of a number of things, communication being the primary one.
Principle.
But hey, I mean,
this
is just crazy cool.
The hacker drone is still registering on radar.
The other thing is, I mean, as I mentioned earlier, there were 2 drones that Lucas said he added. Of a list of 3, we've only seen one of those 2. So there is still either a teleporting drone or a Clang on command drone, I think he called it, somewhere out and about. Do you know what? I'm going to say that the headache is actually starting to catch up on me pretty fast.
Yep.
This is starting to sting a bit, so I apologise for failing ever so slightly early. We only had about, what's that? It's like 17 minutes left or something like that. You know, we're not going to get a huge amount done.
We'll button this sucker back up and
actually,
be ready
yeah.
when we come back.
Let's let Tex end up what he's doing with.
No. We can do it at the beginning of next stream.
I just didn't want to start anything knowing that I can't focus, but I can do some. Maybe we'll do a bit of Q&A while you finish the front end if you're up for that.
Yep, I can do
that. If chat have got any questions, anything you want to throw up? I mean, I need to go and get myself some oxygen, but at least we're surrounded by ice. But otherwise, you know, I think we'll finish it there for activities this evening, unless Mr. Lucas throws anything special at us before we finish.
Well, he probably will.
Possibly. But hey, if anyone's got any questions, anything you want to hit up, series, channel, whatever, fresh new year, let's talk about some stuff. I've certainly got some plans for the fresh new year. If nothing else, I have some ballistics gel arriving on... yeah. I have some ballistics gel arriving on Friday, ready for a video on Saturday about airsoft face protection, finally. I'm going to be renting a high-speed camera for it as well. I decided that... I've been looking into getting something that could record high-speed footage for a while, and I looked into it. I thought, like, how often are you really going to use that functionality? Once in a while, it's super cool, and the rest of the time it's useless. So yeah, for the time being, I'm going to rent, because it means that I can get something that's way better than I could ever afford to buy. You know, get some really high FPS stuff. 1000 FPS is what I'm looking at the moment. And we're going to test some face protection. I also bought an AK-74, as I mentioned today, so I'll do a video on that. Let's have a look. What else we got in chat? Question: when is the next airsoft video? Well, I've just talked about that, so that's that one covered by default. Do you use any lighting mods? Yes, Space Just Got Real is best mod ever, basically, or one of. It's one of the few mods that isn't Digi's that's the best mod ever. Yes, Space Just Got Real. Look at it. Look how sexy this is. Pretty at night. Important mod. Makes things difficult to see drones, but important mod. Did I earn any Boy Scout badges or just get a tooth? No, I earned I have, if I remember rightly, when I ended, I have 46 proficiency badges, including multiple where I got to instructor level. I also completed every award that Scout has to offer. I was a very good Scout, and I was in a very good Scout troop. So, yes. One day I'll talk perhaps a bit more about that. And there's even one day what I should really do. There is, from the scouting times, one of the things that used to happen, we used to do a summer camp every year. This was a big deal. Patrol competition, week away, and we go somewhere pretty full on. And not expensive, because no one could afford it, but dream, like... Oh, there you go. Reconnect. It has returned. Returned. I don't know what happened there. It just, like, OBS just died on me completely. But yeah, every camp was full of all sorts of activities. I'm very good at abseiling, rock climbing, kayaking, like windsurfing, sailing, survivalist. I can build bivouacs, chop with axes. There's a huge list of stuff that we got taught. But it meant that when it came to the point where we were actually showing up at the award ceremony for the big award, the Chief Scouts Award, the main one, you'd go up there and you would see people getting given this award with like the minimum number of proficiencies necessary to achieve it, which is 3. And then the guys from our troop would get up on stage. And we're there, like, I'm there with 46 with like instructors for some of them and so on. It was hilarious. But yeah, I had an amazingly good time in that. And yes, I got lots of proficiency badges. Longest trip on my own while being a scout, not that long, but we used to do a lot of stuff that was very survival orientated, so at least 2 camps a year will be at a place where we got friendly with a local farm that literally had a piece of woodland that they were just like, do what you want on it, which meant that every time we went there, it was survival geared, so we wouldn't take tents, for example. Almost everything we ever did was on a wood fire. So most of our cooking, washing up, all of that shit was just done on wood fires. We did a fair bit of trapping. I know how to gut and skin and otherwise treat a rabbit ready for eating, thanks to Scouts, that sort of idea. Good shit.
Okay, well, I think that that is sufficient for the day. It is buttoned up. I want to take a look at the improved front end.
Looks mean. Looks mean, sir. I like it with a bit of heavy armor on there as well.
Yep. And a battery of Mark 1s. One cannon, a battleship cannon turret with 2 guns.
Yeah, I noticed you've doubled up though.
The coil. Yep.
Yeah, you've doubled up.
We weren't ever going to get 2 people like on the ship running turrets, so
yeah, fair enough.
It made sense to have some direct fire that I can just fly with, and some automated that people can take over at times.
Oh, there's another good one here.
The coil cannon, on the other hand, will never be automated because it's going to be expensive, and I have a feeling it's going to be quite deadly.
Yeah, indeed. No, fair enough. Use it like Bertha in the group survival. All right,
yep.
Couple more questions before we finish, because people have gone pretty ham with this. Next episode of RimWorld, Havoc, quest run. As soon as I've decided what to do with the series, very soon, and it will probably be the finale. Another one, quickfire round. How many Stalker videos left in the series? Probably like fucking 80. Stalker is a scary series. I've barely scratched the surface, it feels like. So I hope people are enjoying Stalker, because it's going on for a while. Have you played Minor Wars 2038? I don't think that's what it was called. Was it 2038? I thought it was 2042.
Something like that.
Either way, no, but everything I've heard about it is that they really fucked people over with it, and it's not a good game. What do I use to manage audio for my streams and videos? OBS primarily, although I also use NVIDIA Shadowplay and Adobe Audition. OBS is the primary tool, lots of functionality, but Shadowplay recently added multi-channel audio support, which is very, very helpful, so you can get dual-channel audio out of it, separate your mic from the game recording. Good piece of software. What would you want out of survival mode? Is it drop pod start as good as it would get, you think? Yes, I think it is probably as good as we're going to get. What would I want out of it? Lots more. Progression, actually actively unlocking different blocks as you go forwards, some reason to explore, something beyond just ore, but actually things out there to go and discover and potentially benefit from, be it taking a survival aspect, something like the Long Dark, where you can go out and actually need to find these places to survive, or be it the other way around, where these things are just loot benefits. But that's the sort of route I would try and pursue and give it a tiered structure. Question, Project Blinky. Yeah, Project Blinky will come. It's all about giving Blinky his appropriate send-off. Let's put it that way. What else we got? Any more, or are we going to finish there? Seen Brotrip 40,000. I have no idea what you're talking about. Brotrip 40,000, guys? Any...
What?
Yeah. Okay. No! No Brotrip. Did I mention the Engineer Wars one? When do you think Engineers Wars will start up again? We answered that earlier in the stream. It's coming up very, very soon. Want to get back to that? It's fun. Am I going to play Factorio? Sometime, maybe. I'm scared of playing it on stream. It's old as far as getting views is concerned, and also very scary as far as mechanics is concerned, and everybody will know it better than me. That's... When we get more of their billions? Like, tomorrow, probably. Like, actually tomorrow. What happened to Morph? Fuck that guy.
Wow. Wow.
He moved to Taiwan and is on like some crazy time thing where if you go and put if you go and get one of those things that you can get, there's time zone things you can get where you can put him and...
Screw this. No, I'm tired of answering it right. He has become a Hindu monk and moved to Tibet, and he is gazing into his third eye. And as soon as he becomes enlightened, he will come back.
Yes, that too.
So we're going to be waiting quite a while then.
Mm-hmm. Yep. No, it's that one. We entered, or if you enter my time zone, Shaq's time zone, and Morph's time zone into one of the meeting planners that tries to tell you how many hours a day, when's a good time to plan a meeting,
it laughs.
It goes, haha, there's 3 hours, and they're all like 10 p.m. for one guy. It just doesn't work. We are perfectly mismatched. Collab with Epictechus.
To be fair, you guys were perfectly
Epictech
before.
Maybe Tezu. I'm always up for collabs. People just need to hit me up. SF gameplay soon. New gun.
Explosions.
Do you have a job other than YouTube and Twitch? No, not anymore. Thanks to you very, very kind folks. I am deaded.
Incoming! Incoming!
I got literally targeted directly by something. The world is ending. The sky is falling.
Is it.
The sky is falling. Shit, like literally what is actually happening here. Everything is going.
Oh, wow. What are you
Kamikaze
doing?
drone again.
Are they just mentaling the... Okay, so a kamikaze drone literally landed on my head. Okay, good to know. We're fine. It's time to save. Have I considered kidnapping Morph? Do I plan on trying Stationeers? My problem with Stationeers is that Rocket is a tool. I think this is relatively well known by this point, but I'm just saying he is a tool, and as such I'm not inclined to try his game. I have played his game. I played it at EGX last year, at which point I was condescended to by a person at least 12 years younger than me about the fact that I was wearing a Discord hoodie. How dare I? And after that point have just generally been like, okay, so
here we go.
I did more! Help us! Wow. There's warheads bouncing off the deck at this point.
Mm-hmm.
I'm Saving as a new save, just in
Okay.
case this save is
No.
all fucked and I'm
Right.
exiting.
Okay.
Get into the crypods. Go,
I'm in
run,
a pod.
run.
I'm in a
Run
pod.
to the pods. Run to the pods. Wedgie, you in your pod.
I'm getting to the pod now.
Get to the pod. Get to the podder.
Get to the chopper. Thanks
Yes,
for showing up, folks.
Dwarf Fortress is terrifying, so that's also a thing.
Right, I'm in.
Okay.
Thanks for showing up for the stream, folks. Don't forget to leave a like if you've enjoyed yourself, and a subscribe because it really helps the channel out. And check out the Discord server for more games like this one.
Normally you'd pay for a service like that. It's like he's trained. He's a professional
Also,
at this point.
Like he's done this before.
Since he has been incredibly helpful during this stream, don't forget to check out www.twitch.tv/wedgehog for
No, you've
more
got it all
information
wrong.
from Wedgehog.
You've got it all wrong. It's wedgehog.tv / well, nothing now. It's just wedgehog.tv. Have you bought Did you buy it?
No.
All right,
No,
all right.
I didn't
It's
buy
done. Chat, everybody here. I pledge now I am buying wedgehog.tv so that it can now
he not
link
at
to his stream. He does not own it. It is available. I'm going to buy it now.
Oh,
Wedgehog
shit.
can now be wedgehog.tv.
For now, it's
is done.
Wedgehog95.
He needed a Christmas present to say thank you for joining me for this. And also thank all of you wonderful folks for joining me as well. Thank you for your donations. Hope you guys have a happy new year. Hope you guys had a good Christmas period. And we will
And
see
hope you guys
all.
have a lovely 2018.
Yeah, indeed.
Yeah.
Good luck. I think is probably the best thing to say.
We're sure as hell
luck.
going to need it if this is a,
No,
indication
it's
of what
not
to
like
expect.
that. Fucking hell, it's not like that. It's just good luck as far as like. Surely that's what you want. We want a positive new year. You want a bit of luck. That's fine.
We want a positive
Fucking
new
hell.
year after being repeatedly blown
Everyone is a judge these days. Everyone's just standing there. Well, not sure about that. Probably ulterior motive.
Wedgie, were you bored at one point tonight?
Not really, no.
Okay. Thank you, Lucas. Have a nice
Thank you, Lucas. Everybody say thank you. Thank you, Lucas.
Thank you, Lucas.
Oh dear. Goodbye.